worse.
I'm still breathing, so nay.
I have some. I'll say moderate. I have some moderate good news. Apparently, I got a
Oh,
10. Apparently, I'm getting a 10% raise this pay period.
woohoo!
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. That'd be like a dollar and how much?
I'd say it's roughly like $1.30 an hour,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
roughly $100 a check. Based on his math.
Yeah.
Nice. I will see if I get a raise come July 1st. But congratulations. I hope that does help out.
Yeah. It's helpful. It's not solution solving, but it is helpful. Or rather, issue solving.
But it's
We've had
certainly
a
issue
long
helping.
rest,
Yeah.
correct?
What was that?
What?
We've had a long rest,
Yeah,
correct?
we've had a few long rests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
then
me
why is my
reset.
health slightly down? Did someone punch me in the face?
No,
I don't
for the
believe
same
so.
reason Evans is slightly down. We never actually bothered fixing our sheets.
Okay. For some reason on my sheet it says one spell. I can get rid of that, right? I don't know what it's for, but
Let me look.
okay. It's in the personality traits box.
Oh yeah, that you. Let me double check that. I think that came from your level up, where you got to pick a new spell.
Did I pick one for her? I remember saying I don't recall. I don't know.
Give me a second.
Uh, um. Any knowledge if we're gonna have a rayon?
No,
Okay.
no knowledge.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
Well, you said no, so I thought he might have given you a reason.
No, no knowledge.
Oh, no knowledge.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he asked me if I had any knowledge. I was like, no, no knowledge.
Okay, looking at Sorcerer Revised real fast to make sure you check your spell count.
Yeah, because he dropped near the beginning of Wednesday saying something came up. So
Yeah, after he came home, I hadn't seen him. I was in my room.
7.
yeah. So,
1, 2, 3.
no, I was hoping to tell him, but for the Wednesday thing, there was actually a plan which exclusively needed Thomas to indulge.
Yeah, it looks like your spell count's accurate, so yeah, you can delete that.
Alrighty.
Oh, there he is.
No,
That's
don't
Greg.
tell me.
Oh, it's Greg? Oh, okay. Hey, Greg.
Hey,
I just saw
Greg.
an icon
Dare
pop up.
delete that. You're not allowed.
Hmm.
But yes, hi.
Alright. What has been completed?
How goes it, Greg?
Going, about to start making food, dealing with the whole long COVID cough thing.
Oh.
Have a very needy cat that whenever I sit down on the desk, she's like, "No, pay attention to me. No, never."
Well, that's something having an animal.
Yeah. Especially one that's able to just on desk climb all over me and claw me. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also just finished watching the Kenobi.
No spoilers. We haven't watched it yet.
Oh no, I'm not gonna give spoilers. I figured y'all are gonna be like watching it soonish.
Yeah, it's either this weekend or Monday.
What are we watching?
Kenobi.
Oh.
She's like, oh. She's like, now I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
Sierra doesn't care about Ewan McGregor.
No, I love Ian McGregor.
Hello there.
I don't care about Kenobi.
Same difference.
Totally not. He is amazing.
That's my point. They're the same person.
They're totally not the same person. Kenobi's not Scottish enough.
I guess technically I can count him as... Sure, he'll be a hero.
I'm so sad by you, Titan. You hurt my feelings.
I don't know if this guy's a hero or a villain, but until further notice, he is a hero.
Don't look at me.
Neutral.
I said don't look at me. I'm not talking to you.
Okay, thank you again.
Say you're sorry. I'm gonna forgive you anyway, it's okay.
I'll give Matt about 5 more minutes. Hi.
There
I
we
said
go.
I forgive you.
Hello.
I said I forgive you.
Norm.
Who are you forgiving?
Titan.
Oh.
Oh, that's why I didn't say, because I was a dumb motherfucker and I saved it as a as a JPEG file.
No. Okay.
There
Okay.
we go.
Everything turned out okay for you Wednesday?
He's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. Our dogs
Yeah.
are sick, by the
Yeah.
way. Yes, you are. You're a simp. Yes, you are.
Was that a yeah from Matt?
Yeah, there was some drama, but it's fine.
Okay. Good.
No,
Let's see.
I've forgiven you, but I've not forgiven you enough to give you
Since
back
you're
your
here,
joy.
I can.
You just. Okay, we're good.
Since you're
Since
here,
I'm here,
I can let you know that interestingly enough, part of what you missed included a plan not prompted by me that I can recall. That would have required Thomas to indulge.
wait, I have to sleep with someone?
Well, I mean, you didn't have to, but it certainly would have been a good way to distract them while we went through their stuff.
Oh. I
And so we went out of our way to try and figure out a plan that would involve everyone's skill set, and that was the easiest skill set to apply for Thomas, since challenging them to a children's card game really didn't seem helpful in that situation.
To be fair, Thomas is also the party member who's the best at picking locks.
They didn't have a normal lock. It was all sorts of like magical booby traps and shit.
That's fair.
Thankfully, previous items we had found allowed us to get around those. All hail the power of the portal gun.
Someone's tickled pink.
Just ignore me.
No can do, Sierra.
Also, point of order, and this is super duper important. Remind me to never, ever mention anything about who I work for or anything like that when we're streaming.
Okay.
If so, Mr. Columbine might come for
Are we live streaming right now?
Yeah.
Can you pause it?
I can't.
I would give you more details, but we're live right now. So.
It can wait till
Fuck it,
after.
we're live.
Obviously, something amusing is going down.
If only you guys knew. Tighten no.
Well, I assume this is some kind of work-related thing that we'll hear about later, so...
Stop it. Stop it. I don't want your tongue.
Yeah.
Title of your sex tape?
Don't you go with it. No, I want a tongue. Just not from my dog. Oh, now you're pouting. I think today they have done nothing but pout and brood.
So they're Batman.
That's like literally what they've done the majority of the day. Except for maybe 10 minutes when they found out I was still home.
Asuka's probably pouting because I'm not home.
Well, no.
Especially right now.
The times that she was especially pouting and brooding was when Lynn was like kicking them out of her room, or when she went to the bathroom and they're like, "We're coming too," and she was like, "Get out!" and slammed the door in their faces, and then they just kind of sat there in front of the bathroom door like, "Oh, she doesn't love us anymore."
Oh no, is Lynn becoming a teenager?
Where have you
Did she
been?
yell at the dog?
She did, but in her defense, they literally have been following her around all day. Except for the 10 minutes when they found out that I was home, and then they came and jumped and walked all over me. But, yeah. She was like, "They just won't leave me alone." I said, "Well, you can put them in their crates." She said, "Yeah, but if I'm home, I don't really like keeping them in there." I said, "Then stop complaining. And you stop your whining." Don't give me that one. But then I gave Titan an ultimatum. I said, "You either go with Lynn and your sister, or you stay with me." And then he was like, "Ugh, this is a hard choice. Goodbye, guys. I'm going with Papa."
Oh.
He did share his toy earlier.
He shared a toy?
Yeah, when Lynn had locked him out of her room, and, you know, Asuka was sitting in front of her door, like, crying, like, "Let me in." And so Titan walked in here and picked up one of his toys and then dropped it between Asuka and the door and just kind of sat there staring at Asuka, like, "Are you going to shut the fuck up now?"
Oh. Character development.
Yeah, it didn't last long. I get used to it.
I'd say he suffered character development.
Yeah, I know. But now Lynn's not kicking them out, so they're not brooding anymore. It was so funny because I was going downstairs and I looked back at them. I was like, "Are you guys coming?" And they looked at me and then looked at the door and then laid down in front of the bathroom door. I was like, "Fine, screw you guys. Don't need y'all no way." It's not time yet, Titan.
They know what side their fairy bread's buttered on.
You hear something again? Yeah, we're not going. No, that's not how this works. It's not how this works at all. Not how this works at all. I need you to be a little bit more black for me, okay? Yeah.
I didn't think he needed to earn his black card.
Yeah, they heard a noise and both of them was like, "We're gonna go check it out." And I was like, "And this is why you're gonna be the first ones to die in the movie." So we went downstairs to check it out. Asuka came back first. And I was like, nope, my bed. And here comes Titan like, yeah, we're just going to chill out in your bed for a second. I had to let them know whatever it was, I would not keep them safe from. I will sacrifice you before I sacrifice me. Yeah.
Okay. So in which case,
I do it out of love. No.
Fun fact: my car in brake mode. If I have the car in brake mode,
Ooh.
it will bring itself to a crawl of less than 1 mile an hour, but it will not bring itself to a full stop until I apply the brake. However, once I apply the brake, the car will hold in a stop position. I do not need to keep my foot on the brake. Flash flood warning 45 miles from your current location.
Does that mean we're all going to drown?
Well, I suppose our house is more prone to it than the other houses in the neighborhood because we're at the bottom of the hill.
So all I'm hearing is I need to go out back and lay down.
No, because I would feel some type of way if you went out of your way to go drown yourself in a flash flood, but you wouldn't get on a boat.
What are you talking about? I'm planning us a boat trip.
That's true. But, you wouldn't go on a cruise with me, on a cruise ship.
Yeah, that's different. I don't want to die like they do on the Titanic.
But you're down with drowning in a flash flood.
Because it would make for a far more interesting story.
No.
Yeah, you could just say the fairies held me down while they waterboarded me and then I just didn't survive it. Oh! I started a new webcomic I have to tell you about.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll be home in less than 20 minutes.
Okay, because the bad guy reminds me of you.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite characters, but the first half of the series when I started it was he was the good guy. Yeah, I heard that too. We're not going. And then it turns out that he's really the bad guy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, no, and nobody's
actually
funny. Oh yeah,
is he the bad guy or is he bad guy?
No. He's the bad guy. He's literally taking ancient beasts and alchemying them together to make hybrids, and then sicking them upon the city that he resides in, and killing off the people.
So what end?
He likes to cause chaos.
Oh, okay. So that's not like me. I was hoping he had something great. So I wouldn't do something just to cause chaos.
Oh, I'm sure there's a reason behind it. But it's so there was this one part where he's trying to tell the princess his story, his tragic story background.
But you can tell me about it once I get to the house.
Okay. That's
we
fair.
can game for now because I realized Brian was about to start gaming right before.
My bad. I apologize.
It's
I
okay.
turned Debbie onto it too.
I am to the ready.
Yeah, we all are.
Okay. Cool.
I mean-
All right then.
Okay.
Right. In which case,
Oh, one more.
we last left.
Matt, when you come home, can you check the study and make sure that door is closed? Because I figured out of all of us, you should be the one to check it out when we get in.
Why? It was closed when I left.
I mean, it was closed when we came back up, but if you could just poke your head in there and just double check when we get in.
Okay, so for you guys, you believe started making your way towards the river. I'll say down this pass
As I down the
towards the
mountain pass
river.
towards the river.
Yeah, okay. Keeping an eye out to see if you see anyone who has pretty much a boat.
Well, I was figuring we'd end up catching the boat when we got to town. But yeah, if we see a boat before then.
Okay. Along the way, you will see. I must say, along the way, you will see a. I must say, along the way, probably about about a mile in. You will see some. I'll say you will see a gentleman. I'll say you'll see a gentleman kind of scruffy looking. I'll show you a picture of him.
Ooh, a scruffy gentleman.
Well, not so much a gentleman, but just you'll see this guy.
I figured I'd be polite.
Ah, looks like a perk.
Where's this image from?
Hmm?
The guy looks familiar.
Kingdom of Elysium.
Ah!
I found the image. I thought he fit the role. But yeah, David, you will recognize him. He looks a bit grayer and more disheveled and dirtier than you remember. He was one of the shipmates of he was one of the shipmates of the Eidolon.
Oh.
Although he does look kind of dead behind the eyes.
That's my type of people, man.
Given
We're
it's
all dead.
Darkon.
You haven't seen him since before the event that happened.
I'm starting to feel uncomfortable running into my past so often. How you doing?
Yeah. He's gonna be like, you'll see the last of some people dismounting off of the boat. They look to be heavily injured, and you only see women and children. You see about 4 women and about 8 children.
Yeah, Suki's frowning.
They seem to be. He's kind of shoving them off the boat. He's like, "All right, I get." He was like, "Get." He was like, "The way out is over there." He's pointing back in the direction that you guys just came from.
Okay.
He looks over at you and is like, "What do you all want?"
I'll step forward. Would like a ride.
He's kind of looking in your guys' direction, but doesn't seem to be fully paying attention. He kind of just seems to be talking on autopilot. He's like, if you're trying to get away from Darkon, then the fee is 5 copper apiece. If you're trying to go deeper into Darkon, then that gets a little trickier.
As I recall, you are rather resourceful. So how much trickier is it?
You heard me. Yeah, he kind of looks up and stares at you. He's like, and he looks at you and he's like, bloody hell, you're still alive. How the hell that happen? I thought you'd be dead.
I was thinking the same about you. Actually, it's good to see you.
It's refreshing to know that at least someone made it. Have you seen the captain?
Like this dour look on his face.
Ah, I see. So the captain didn't make it.
No.
That figures. Knew he wouldn't live without me. You take 1 month of shore leave, tell him you'll be back. Then he dies.
Hmm.
Oh well. So, you got friends.
Well, partially traveling companions.
And I'll say he's gonna look around. He was like, "You got a couple of cute ones in there, but the rest of this seems to be a sausage fest."
Be careful who you talk to; they might bite.
Consider he's like considering the crap that's going on here. I'll say a couple of love bites are the least of my worries.
There'll be more than love bites.
I could only be so lucky.
AB positive?
He's gonna kind of look at you. I be positive I can take you to wherever you need to go. What the hell is she talking about? What the hell is an AB positive?
Nix will shrug.
She's cute, I say she's cute. A wee bit off in the head, but cute. So who needs brains when you got to bust like that?
Wait, I'm not. Just gonna look down and be like, oh.
Evan will kind of snicker momentarily, but while also looking a bit insulted. He's gonna be looking around. He's gonna point over at Rayon. So who's light bright over here?
Don't you just
I'm not gonna get
notice
rid of
how
that, babe.
the darkness just shrinks around him?
You look kind of glowy. Don't have many gingers around here.
Oh, you're amusing. You will definitely add to the story. That's for sure.
Ain't no stories to be told here, except you want sad ones.
I do.
A sad story can still be a good story.
Please.
He's gonna like point his thumb over to the women who are kind of shuffling past your group, heading towards the mist. He was like, he was like, you want a sad story? You're looking at him.
No, but I want their sad story. I want your sad story. I want to know when the light in your eyes finally dimmed to nothing.
She wants to drink your tears.
You know how this goes. You know how this goes, Nixie. These tears dried up when I was a kid. He was like, ain't no tears to be had. He was like, ain't no tears to be had here in these lands. He was like, I'm surprised you think anyone here has the room to cry. Hasn't he told you? He's gonna point over towards Nayland.
I've mentioned it a few times.
This certainly is fascinating.
I believe you, though. I think for Suka it'll be a challenge.
He'll smile. He was like, some of you look like you still have the light in your eyes. Don't worry. You must be new here. We'll fix that.
She's gonna look around at the party and be like, well, besides him, as she points to Rainbow Bright, she's like, I think the rest of us are dead inside.
I was about to the
It was light. It was light bright, just to be clear.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm going with Rainbow Bright.
And
He's gonna look at all of you and he's like, "So where your kids heading?"
I'll
Or
look over to that, and I believe it was up north.
Where's the end goal?
They're hoping to get to...
Well, the end goal is to escape Ravenloft. But
Richmond? So I was hoping we could take the river down to the nearest crossing point.
Ooh.
Save some time.
Adventurous, are you?
Oh, don't count me in that group. I'm just along for the ride.
Richmond Lot.
Oh, it's definitely a ride.
I'm just going off what you posted in the chat there.
Must say, if you're trying to get there, then the fastest way, there's a safe way, and then there's the fast way.
What's the fast way? Because that sounds like it's dangerous.
Oh, trust me, the fast way is dangerous. You might not even make it.
Ooh, even more why we should do that. I want to do the fast way.
Evan's gonna be like, why would we all put ourselves in danger when we're trying to get these people there safely?
She's going to be like, what people? And then look over at Nixon and be like, oh, that's right. Our traveling group seems to keep growing. She says, like, as she faces Evan. But he doesn't really understand. It's okay.
Well, technically, if you all die halfway, I still get your money, so it doesn't really matter.
Now that's an intriguing start.
oh, we pay in advance.
If we're going to Richmond, then what? If we be heading to Richmond, then I'd be taking you all the way to the edge of Darkhan, which I will shift ping.
The Uber model and not the taxi model. Okay.
So if people can see where I'm pinging, this is the closest you can get without the next closest river will actually take you over here to Canaan, which is nowhere near it.
Generally, in instances like this, when one is hopping realms or acquiring transport, yeah, you pay in advance because there's no guarantee you'll live to get to the other end.
But I'll be nice since I've been making I guess killing is a bad word considering everything that's going on here. But I've made a pretty handsome sum. Planning on, if we make it there alive, I might be retiring then. So, if you'd like, I'd be happy to take you to the nearest town. And trust me, there's probably plenty there for you to be able. That town's just bustling. There's plenty of things there for you to be able to pick up along the way.
Hi, what have I come back to?
The ferryman to carry us across the river Styx.
You have no idea.
Is it actually the River Styx?
Almost.
I like this guy.
I hope you do. I have a sheet and everything.
I would like to keep you.
That worries me. In character. That worries me. Especially if he said he has a sheet. Guys, maybe we shouldn't trust this guy.
Well,
since it could be 50-50.
Since I'm the only guy who has a boat that's not engaged in the war, then you probably should. You probably should.
That's true.
Well, no, not necessarily. We could just take him round back and do away with him and steal his boat.
I guess you could. You probably could kill me. Nix, it was nice knowing you. He'll turn his back to you guys and hold his arms out.
You know, that plan requires you to know how to operate a boat, right?
I didn't say I was driving.
It
And
also
I wasn't
requires you to kill
saying
someone
that
I
we
know.
should kill him. I was just saying.
Are you
that-
killing me or not?
No, I'm not
You
gonna
killing
kill
me
you.
or paying me?
There's too many people here with swords.
Hey, look, an ice cream truck.
Plus, I wouldn't do that to my pet's friend.
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
Look at you, Nick. You got yourself a new master.
Ah.
And I love him so much. We have
Ugh.
become the best of friends.
I'll say he's gonna kind of smile. He was like, and here I thought he was like, and here I thought you would have got with the flat one over here. You pointing over at Khan. And Masay Khan's going to kind of, you're gonna hear like a low snarl come from her. He's going to kind of look over the group, and he was like, well, if y'all want to hop into the boat, he was like, if you all want to hop into the boats over here, he was like, pay up front. He was like, I'll charge you for each quarter. He was like, there's a handful of landmarks that we're gonna hit along the way, and I'll charge per landmark we reach. There'll be a total of 4. One when we reach Sidna, one when we reach Mayed, the other when we reach Ilatak, and then you can pay me the last bit once we reach the border.
Awesome.
That way you don't feel cheated.
How much per landmark?
He's gonna look over the group. He was like, he's gonna walk by all the women, just kind of look them up and down. He's like,
He doesn't look me up and down, right?
Yeah, he does. He looks all of you. He looks you, Khan, and Lycha up and down. He's
He
like,
makes like a move for her blade and like, excuse you, sir.
what? I'm just inspecting the property I'm transporting.
Nick's will have a smirk on his face, expecting Lycha to possibly pound this guy into the ground.
Lycha actually just kind of looks, I'll say, when he looks at Lycha, based on his height and Lycha's height, he's basically staring her in the breast. And he's like, well, this does look like rather valuable goods that you're transporting. So I'll say 30 gold to stop.
She
Per person?
can fold her arms and be like,
No, total.
I think I will rather walk. Or he can give me equivalent exchange for insulting my person.
Who insulted your person? I said that you were valuable.
I am far from it. And I'm not property.
I didn't say you were property. I said you were goods. I changed it.
I'm not goods either. I am a...
You're a what?
I'm a...
Exactly. Get in the boat.
I'm a creature.
Okay. He'll take the platinum pieces. Like, oh, thank you for contributing to me retirement fund. He's gonna look. He was like, so with him dead, and I assume the rest of the crew scattered, does this make you the new captain?
Yes, it makes him the new captain.
I suppose it does.
Well then.
Here I thought you were going to try to attain the mantle.
Nah, I must say there'd be no pride and use in me trying to be captain of a vessel like that. I don't have the motivation that Silas will have. That's why some lead and some follow. And I followed him to his grave.
Now, do we want the back door to have been open or shut?
So,
Well, I know.
I must say, so everyone hop in the boat. He's going to be like, wait a minute. He's kind of sideways and at Khalid, who's like, you there.
Hmm?
What's your name, young man?
Mm. I don't first this is my bonus I have to make him.
He'll like have his eyebrows raised. Khalid.
Kind of like seems to be examining your face, like, not from here, are you?
Nope.
Are you visiting?
He'll kind of like shimmy his shoulders like inside, like more or less, or I'm hoping. I have been
Well,
informed of how Ravenloft works, and I'm hoping I'm visiting.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay.
Yeah, well, I'm really not. Yeah, well, I'm really not. And he'll just get on board.
He's like, well, if everyone's all cramped and comfy, you all look like you're capable fighters. So if anything attacks the boat, you kill it. If anything tries to get on the boat for free, you kill it.
Sounds fair.
I'm saying it's not because I'm trying to. I'm saying if it looks like someone I can handle myself, don't like a kid or something, I'll kill him myself. I just need you guys to take care of the little baddies that might. I've had to do it. I must have. I've had to deal with a couple of crumb snatchers myself, trying to hop on the boat without paying their fare.
Brian, got a clarification question for you. The ship that he has, it's not the Eidolon, is it?
No, it's just a slightly larger than normal like lifeboat looking thing.
Oh,
it's
okay.
big enough to be able to go down. It's big enough to be able to fit you guys while traversing the more narrow parts of the river.
Okay, no nostalgia for me then.
No. He does not have that boat.
Okay.
That would not be able to fit down a river. You would wind up on the side of the river bank super quick.
Gotcha.
Okay. You guys hop in. In which case, okay, a little more travel for him. As you guys will start your traveling. Just make it like right about here. We'll get right about there. All right. In which case, traveling downriver, as you are going, you will occasionally see what looks to be very disheveled people in various groups. Some of them look very horribly mutilated. They seem to be kind of dragging them. You will see a couple of people who look like they were traveling. Some of them have dug holes. Some of them are currently in the middle of digging holes, burying what you believe to be loved ones who passed away on whatever trek they're making. But yeah, you basically just kind of see townsfolk who are kind of in shambles at the moment.
Looking at them from over the side of the boat, is there anything in particular that I can roll to identify, like, the kind of injuries? Like are we talking giant monsters, things randomly exploding, that kind of thing?
Yeah, feel free to roll.
Okay. What would you want me to roll to identify that?
If you're trying to identify the injuries, you can either roll me like a hold on.
I forgot my level of charisma. That explains his
You can, no, say you can
sociability.
roll me either medicine or
Investigation also
medicine
usually applies for identifying
or
wounds.
investigation. Yeah,
Okay.
medicine, investigation, and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah. I know according to some responses, when I actually did a tweet over to Sage Advice, and while Crawford didn't respond, I know a number of other people kind of agreed that medicine could also be used.
Well, yeah, I'm not assuming. I'm just saying it is one of the specific examples they cite for investigation.
No, I get it. I remember giving the system an odd look when we had that discussion earlier. I'm like, really? 23.
I'll say Matt. I'll say did you still are you still keeping your number?
Right on. The ray is off.
No, I'll check back with him.
He
Okay.
shrank to the point where he can't respond.
He's in the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
We gotta get him running out the bathroom.
So they're gonna have to wait. I'm on the can.
Oh yeah, he's on the can.
That's good. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that then. All right. Looking at some of these people, you see several claw marks, some bite marks, pieces of flesh ripped off of their arms or their legs. Most of them, a good chunk of them, seem to be missing limbs. Some of them have bandages around. Several of them have bandages around their forehead, or like covering one of their eyes. Very few of them actually seem to be in one piece.
Would the damage be Sorry, go on. Would the damage be...
Sorry.
Would the damage be consistent with anything Nyx would be familiar with?
Seems to be from what you're looking at, seems to be undead. I'll say seems to be undead, a mixture of undead and some sort of feral, some sort of beast, some sort of wild beast that, a lot of them seem to have wounds on their back. You assume that's from, escaping.
Right.
Or trying to escape, and whatever this was attacking most of them. They do not seem to be most of these people do not seem to be properly bandaged. They're just kind of like, oh, hey, my leg is missing. I'm basically going to, looking at their wounds, some of them actually appear to be like cauterized, just with like burned, and then just kind of put cloth over it. And they look in pretty bad shape. You're fairly certain that most of these people who are trying to make this trek are not going to live through it. Or at least the people who the healthier people are trying to bring with them, you're pretty sure they're probably going to keel over along the way.
Nail 'em.
Mm-hmm.
You can guess that probably about 1 in 5 of them are probably going to make it back to the mist border.
I know you've been on a number of places. Have you ever been to Darkon specifically before?
Yeah.
Unless this is
This is totally
Tim's
Tim.
doing. Okay, I was wondering how much in the way of undead were in Darkon.
Oh, there's plenty of undead, but the sheer volume and timing leads me to believe this is Tim.
Okay.
That said, it probably is not going to, it's going to come to a head, pretty quick at the rate this is going, because, again, Dreadlord don't like people dicking with their shit. And he's not exactly being subtle.
I don't know. I was trying to determine the kinds of things it would face, and, well, it looks like,
I don't
we
know
need a
what...
holy man.
I don't know what he's doing, so I don't know what, So I'm not sure I can actually answer that.
But if you know what he's doing, or if
I don't know what
are
I
you
don't
trying to-
know what he's doing or what item he is using, so I don't know what he is, what we'd have to face.
Okay. Fair. The only person who actually saw what he picked up in the first place was Khalid.
Yeah. Is there anything I can roll? I know it's a bit late, but like,
The only thing I could think of would be like you could have rolled. I'll say you could have checked with an identify spell, or you could have, considering what you saw him pick up, Arcana. I'll let you make an Arcana roll.
And I think Arcana usually has to deal with knowing magic shit.
Yeah.
magic shit. There's gonna be 16. I don't think that's enough.
He seemed very intrigued by this deck of magic cards. And I'll say you're pretty sure it's obviously a deck of cards based on the sleeve that it was in.
Yep.
And it was magical. And I'll say because otherwise it wouldn't have been in Hazlitt's vault. So you know that at least.
Still going with evil Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah. Other than that, he's got bump discs. And does he at least was there cover art or something like that? Maybe.
No, but you did feel a like when he picked it up, you did feel like this kind of momentary evil, oppressive, malicious. Well, not even evil. This oppressive, violent aura coming off of it.
Khalid will just
whatever magic was instilled in this, is inherently bloodthirsty and violent.
Khalid would just mutter about after thinking about it for a while. Should have stabbed him when I had a chance.
We're not stopping in this town, right? Sorry.
What, in Sidnor?
Yeah, we're just passing through.
Up to you.
Given the size of what's going on, what would we even do?
Who should we have stopped? Sorry.
Tim.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I said that. Way back.
No, I was asking if we were stopping in this town or not.
No.
Up to you.
Greg said I should have stabbed.
Oh.
Or stopped
Yeah,
him,
no,
or whatever.
I don't want to stop here. I want to get to where we're going. She doesn't want to be here.
Tim kept his promise. He didn't do a thing to you.
Yeah, Tim said that he was going to blow this place to smithereens, and that it was best that we get out.
And that's why we are heading out.
Yep.
Okay, I just was confirming that we weren't stopping, that's all.
Unless we need supplies, but I think I'm pretty good with that.
I don't know if the
I was under
have
the
picked up
info-
tents and bedrolls and that kind of stuff. Your shirts inside.
From what I was told, the idea was to either go to Sidnor and get a boat, or to stop by Sidnor and see if there were supplies.
Right. So if people
For
need
the
supplies or anything, this would be the best place to. everywhere we try to stop is going to be like this or worse. So if anybody needs supplies, say so now. We'll pull over, get them, because I don't know if the noobs have bedrolls, rations, tents, any of that.
Now would be
I
a better
think I'm
time.
good.
It is just going to get worse, as you said.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm looking
don't
up.
believe I have any of that, actually.
Well, again, this would be probably your best bet for stopping if you need those.
One moment, I'm getting to my sheet.
This is this.
Considering our means of travel and afterwards, it would behoove at least me to get things for Aerthine, Leicha, and Kim. Kind.
So you want to pull over then?
Yes, though it looks like that's up for a little bit of a debate. Nix will say, looking over at Suka.
I mean, I can stay here and you guys can go on without me. I promise to be on my utmost.
You can't stay here.
On the boat? I can't stay on the boat?
Hey, who's saying that? Is that Evan?
Yeah. He was like, what if something happens to you?
I think the only real threat here is my old friend.
And I'm no threat to anyone.
Yeah, she's gonna cross her heart on the right side instead of the left and be like, not to hurt your friend. I won't hurt anybody who doesn't offend or hurt me in kind.
Yeah. Yeah, what I said
Well,
still
ain't that
stands.
pleasant?
But she will direct her attention at Evan and is like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay on the boat.
Evan's gonna kind of shoot him a look. He was like, and if you put one hand on her, he was like, I wouldn't be putting my hands anywhere that she doesn't want them.
Oh, he's so colorful.
Yep. Evan's gonna have to cut his hands off now.
Evan's gonna kind of look at him. He was like, okay.
Alrighty.
I'm saying, in which case?
I just had to check my pockets to see exactly how much money I had. I don't really understand this current.
Alright. You guys traveling on the ship. Ping.
How much did we pay the man? 5 copper?
I paid him 15
Nix
platinum.
went ahead and paid 15 platinum to cover to cover it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
boat fee is covered.
Okay. As you guys are pulling up on this port, you do see a couple of what look to be refugee camp areas that have been set up. These people look to be less injured, more stable than the previous groups that you've seen. Well, they were less groups and more like 2-3 people here, maybe 2 people carrying 3 people who were on the brink of death. These people all seem to be healthy, but hungry and tired.
Okay.
You will, I'll say, at this campfire right here, you will see some remains of what looks to be a horse that seems to be getting fixed. And you'll see some bones and stuff nearby, and saddles and bags.
Evan, you like helping people?
I was about to say, I imagine from Sierra can correct me on this. I imagine Evan will be getting off to help and womanize a little bit.
Yep, that is my big brother.
Evan's going to. Evan will look around and be like, "Oh, jeez, these people." He's like, "These people look like shit."
You know
Good
what
luck,
cleans
Mr.
people
Roger.
up?
You got
Oh,
this.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say, Mirdu is going to look over and like, always stop in here.
That's what sounds like.
I just need to know.
They want to pull over long enough to see if they can resupply in the town, and then.
Well, this isn't the town. This is just, it's just this is just where the refugees stopped.
Oh, are we pulling over for the refugees, or are we actually,
I assumed Evan would want to help people.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a... Yeah, I have line of sight on that.
Well, again, that's up to Sierra.
It looks like there's some sort of cave entry with... Can I smell the dead bodies from over there?
Yeah, they've been dead for a while. From what it looks like, this is the pile that they've discarded anyone who's died along the trip. They kind of just put them all over here.
I do imagine you want to pull over and do rights on those to make sure they don't come back as undead, from what I know of.
Yeah.
What's more concerning me is that it looks like some sort of cavern. There could be something in there that'd be worth more trouble to leave than to deal with.
Well, you guys have fun. I'll be here when you guys get back. Don't expect a meal. I don't cook.
Evan, while you're getting goodwill, if they have any spare bedrolls, I suggest you snag some and then give them to me.
Evan will hop off the boat and kind of start making his way up here. Anyone else doing anything? Or are you just kind of waiting for Evan to ask around?
I'm going to ask Kine and the others if there's anything they need at the moment.
Kine's going to be like, to get the hell out of here. It was she was like, this place makes me feel cold. Thurn is going to look around. And he was like, I'm used to seeing certain things, but this is mildly depressing, and it's kind of ruining my buzz.
Well,
if someone would like to do my shopping for me, I've never been shopping before. Don't plan on starting today.
This isn't a town. It's not. This isn't somewhere you would shop anyway. It's refugees.
Yeah.
Most they would have is minor personal effects, and I'm interested in that.
So you'd barter, but yeah. Sorry, Glenn.
Well, you do bring up a good point, Nix. Someone could be in that cave.
Well, that's I get it off and check then, shouldn't it?
I can check it for you all if you want.
Alright, if you know what you're looking for.
Just more or less look and see if there's trouble. But if you all want to come, that's fine.
Rayon reaches in and hands Nix 169 platinum and says, "Is this enough to get supplies?"
If there were shops.
Oh, I thought that never mind. We're not shopping. I'll stay on the boat then.
Right. Rayon, you do, however, see several people who seem down on their luck, hopeless, and seem to have nothing to live for.
Tempting. That's tempting to me. I'm sure it's tempting to them. Okay, I'll go in and talk to some of these people. Maybe I can hear them.
Okay, which group are you going to head to? There's a group north of you. Most of them appear to be, I'll say, everyone over in this group seems to be kind of asleep. This group over here is also asleep, but there are a couple of people around the fireplace over here. I assume, Nayland, you're staying on the boat?
Well, no, I'll go with Khalid to help with the checking out of the what might be going on in the cavern.
Yeah.
Okay. Khalid, do you need me to move your pog, or are you able to do it?
Oh yeah, I'm able to do it. Just
Okay. Cool. Then you guys can go ahead and move yourselves over near the cave.
We'll leave
As you.
we'll leave Dre on Tatsuka duty.
Okay.
You said
The
what?
the doggo will look at you and be like kind of nuzzling against your leg, kind of wanting pets and attention.
To me?
Yeah, the corgi is
Yeah.
supposed to be watching you.
Oh, she's gonna be like, "When? I'm not gonna do anything. Unwelcomed."
I'll say the corgi does not seem to be like watching you. It just kind of seems to be wanting your attention.
She'll look down. She'll be like, "Well, I guess if I get hungry, I do have something to eat now."
I'm about to say, Lycha will look in like I was thinking the same thing. This dog belongs to I'm about to say to the weird guy, right? The weird guy that you're following.
Excuse me. I don't follow anyone. Thank you very much.
Oh,
But yes, he belongs to the weird guy.
okay.
Now
So
here's
is
which
he
one's the weird
following
guy.
you?
He's a hired chauffeur, I guess you could say.
That's
Oh,
usually
okay.
one.
So he just follows you guys around and then gives you safe passage through the mist if you happen to reach it.
Yes. It's not if we happen to reach it. We do reach it. There hasn't been anything yet that's... She like paused. She goes, well, there hasn't been anything outside of this one incident that has stopped us from passing safely through the mist.
I say sounds kind of fun. I wonder where I find one.
Ooh. Well, for the right price, you can tag along with us. What's your name again?
She was like, name's Lycha.
Oh, like
She was like, I'm about to say she was like, yeah, but she was like, I can't tag. She was like, I can't tag along. She was like, I promised bro over there that I'd keep the rest of these chumps safe. And Ayer's gonna be like, hey, he's like, not chumps. I'm strong. She was like, not as strong as me. And he was like, yeah, well, you're some freakish ogre chick.
Hey, watch your tongue when you talk to your older sister here. I might have to intervene.
She's not older. He's like, she's not older than me. She's the youngest out of the group. She's gonna be like, excuse you, I'm 4, thank you.
Stuka will look over at her and she'll be like, you're 4?
I'll say she was like, yeah, no, I look 6.
This conversation is over. I don't want Chris Hansen coming after me today. Have a nice one. On second thought, I'll come with you guys to the cave. She's gonna pick up the dog and like run behind them. Not saddling me
No.
with the children. I'm not
I-
babysitting.
I see. This thing, buddy.
All right, so everyone's heading to the cave. Okay.
Did you ever ask how
Not
old Nix
everyone.
was?
I'll say Rayon headed over to. Are you going to go talk? I'll say Rayon. Are you going to go talk to the people? Are you going to go talk to people who are asleep, or are you talking to the people over here at the campfire?
The people over here at the campfire, assuming that Evan's not sticking around over here too. I didn't recall why Evan's over here.
Evan's over here he's doing, the cleric thing of, going and caring about people.
And then make sure they don't turn into undead, doing a healing, where he can, because he's really good with medicine.
Okay, he's probably not here by the campfire too long then.
Yeah, he's checking to see what the situation is and why they're out here and whatnot. So he's actually checking to see, hey, why are you guys refugees? What are you running from? And so forth.
I imagine he'd be moving around a lot, so it'd be easy to dodge around him if you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to be focused on talking to this gentleman. And I'll say, just kind of sitting on a log. He'll see you all come up. He's like, "Oh, you guys." He was like, "You guys don't look like you've run into anything terrible."
We do try to avoid things that are terrible.
Okay. Okay. So, must say, are you going to be listening into what Evan is talking to these people about, or are you gonna go over here and talk to this person next to you? Evan seems to be focused talking to this person. There's this person. There's a dog that is napping, and there's also this guy who is laying on the ground. But this guy right here seems to be kind of having a PTSD moment because he's laying on the ground trembling, curled up in a fetal position.
Yikes. Okay, well, again, I'm letting Evan do his cleric thing first, just kind of standing here off to the side, and then as Evan leaves this group, I'll start talking to them about higher callings.
All right. Evan is going to be talking to them about what happened. They will tell them that there was a great suddenly out of nowhere a few days ago there was some sort of great calamity. I'll say some sort of great calamity. A beast with crimson eyes came through. Came through and slaughtered. Most of the people. Slaughtered most of the people in Sidnor in the middle of the night. It smacked. It burned houses. Burned houses. Burned houses. Murdered cattle. Slaughtered men, women, and children. None of us, our town's heroes were ripped asunder. They gave their lives for the 100 or so of us to be able to escape, or at least attempt to. They bought us precious minutes while we fled. Most of us didn't leave with anything except for the clothes on our backs. And then after that happened, something about this beast seemed to draw in the undead, as several undead creatures flooded what was left of our town, murdering those who tried to hide from the beast, and stalking what was left of us until we were far enough away.
Okay.
Darkon's, I say, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this realm, it feels different now. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with Darkon more than usual. I'll say something's wrong with Darkon more than usual, and I don't. I'll say, and there's no Vistani around, but we made a group consensus that we'd rather take our chances in the mist than to stay here. At least in the mist, we might make it. If we stay here, we are certain to die. Evan will attempt to console them, and before heading over here to this group, kind of stirring some of the people awake, offering to offer medical assistance where he can to them. You are effectively alone with these people now, Rayan, as Evan is over here. Currently tended to the wounded or the distraught.
Me reading through my gifts. What if you could be a hero?
He's gonna. I'm gonna say, which one are you talking to? There, I'm gonna say, there's a guy right here. There's a female. I'm gonna say, there's male half elf right there, and a female half elf right there.
I'm talking to both of them. Just
he's gonna. I'm gonna say, both of them are gonna kind of look up. The guy's gonna scoff. He's like, hero. He's like, I wasn't. He's like, I'm no hero. He's like, I'm no hero, especially with what I've done.
All heroes have a dark past. Just look at the Wonders. Oh,
not exactly sure what that is.
Sorry.
He was like, in order to be, he was like a dark past, but that would imply that I have a bright future.
You do. The way I see it. You're getting to start over.
You can bring my family back?
No. Actually, that's one of my limits. I cannot bring your family back. But I can give you. I can help you change the narrative, help you change the story.
He just seems to be a little dejected, just kind of staring down at the ground. Make me a persuasion check.
This dice. Big D20. Oh, it's a big D20. That's going to be a 30.
Okay. He's gonna kind of look at you a little like wary, not so much wary, but just kind of like confused. Like he still doesn't understand what you can do, but you kind of caught his attention. This one south of you, however, she might say, well, kind of with her hands, kind of like gripped very tightly. She'll kind of look out of the corner of her eye at you, and she's like, I'm listening. She sounds very interested, but also very angry. Not at you, but at the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants revenge. I get it. I want to rewrite her story to give her glory. The glory of a hero.
As long as I can get the one who's responsible for this.
Yeah, you can definitely go for it. You can definitely try. That's for sure. Matt hits pause. This is out of character. I just realized the one responsible for this can see everything I'm doing. Yeah.
Doesn't really. I'll say Tim's already said he doesn't really care. He's kind of you know.
Yeah.
And he's even mentioned before that he would not be surprised if after you see what he's doing that he wouldn't be surprised if you tried to stop him.
No, I'm not trying to stop him. But, yeah. I'm just gonna basically, at this point, go on to tell them that I can grant them the, basically, gumption to go for what they want. Actually, I'm
Do that more than once.
basically through persuasive selling techniques. And all they got to do is sign here on this document.
She'll look at you and be like, so if I sign here, I'll have the power I need to find the person who did this and make them pay.
So I can't just do it.
Yep.
I need a deception roll.
Wait, 14 plus... That's a 14 plus 16, so that's a 30.
Okay. She'll like smile. She will snatch the paper out of your hand. She's like, "Give me that," and like hurry up without even looking at it. We'll just scribble her name on it.
Would you like in too? Looking at the other one?
He's going to say if you can. He was like if you can just give me one thing.
What do you want?
I don't want these memories. Can you make me forget about my family? I don't want to have one more night where I remember them reaching out for me. How much of a coward I was leaving them behind as I ran.
Would joyous youth do that? I'm looking at the gifts I can give. I have unfettered glory, joyous youth, and unsurpassed fortune. I'm assuming joyous youth would make him young and joyful again.
It would kind of like put him in a position where he would be less likely to focus on like the mistakes that he's made.
Yeah. Then yes, I can definitely reduce the effects.
He'll say as much as I would like to, I'd rather just die. But considering it's probably best that I live on for them.
Definitely better that you live.
He'll reach over without even looking and just kind of like give it to me.
Yep. Sign here, please. Thank you.
He'll just kind of lifelessly sign it and hand it back to you.
Because Matt adds a tracker for souls collected.
All right.
Up to 4.
Right. As far as good, keep track of those. As far Khalid, the bodies. These bodies laying across the ground right here seem to have similar injuries to the people who you saw, who you had sailed by at first. Just that they seem to have succumbed to them. Some of them are missing arms. I'll say some of them are missing arms. Some of them look as if they have been recently fed on. And it's probably being fed on by whatever these red eyes that you see inside of this cave entrance. Yeah, that.
Yeah, Val is very feisty. But, yeah, Khalid will be looking towards the caves after looking at the bodies. Is it just me, or are there red eyes right there in the cave? About 2 degrees that way.
You'll see 3 sets of red eyes.
Not exactly surprising.
If anyone wants to make me a nature check, find out what it is.
Nature.
Okay. How tall is this little edge of rock we're on?
I'll put you about 10 feet up in the air.
Right.
It's there. There's enough footholds for you to be able to climb up to that height. It's not like a massive drop or anything. Okay. You guys will recognize the eyes, the stature, and the smell. I'm gonna say you'll recognize the size, the stature, and the smell of what's in there, and you will see that whatever's in this cave is likely 3 boars.
Oh.
It has to be more than that.
No, it really doesn't.
Simple will start gagging. She'll be sorry. Just
one of them, I'll say, if you wait long enough, one of them will start making its way out and start slowly walking over to this corpse over here, and you'll see it bite down into its arm and start yanking and tugging at it until it rips off.
I'd like to use
as it starts slowly backing into the cave.
I'd like to use detect magic.
Okay. You no magic that you're picking up. Just seem to be boars that were like, oh, hey, there's food here.
interesting fact. I could make an instant bonfire and we can have pork for dinner.
Nice.
So if you want to kill the boars, you're welcome to it. They just kind of seem to be.
A person.
They seem to be more aggressive than normal, but after looking at this and noticing the boars, you kind of put 2 and 2 together that the people who set up camp here not only put the bodies over here to keep them away from the camp, but also put them over here so that the boars, wouldn't actually go and attack them if they had a free food source.
Yeah, makes sense. That's what I figured. Well,
because all of these people are just normal people. If they fought these boars would kill them.
Makes sense. Khalid will look to the others. Who wants to get some poor people some pork tonight?
Oh, no, I wasn't saying we were going to feed the poor. That wasn't my suggestion.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
There are 3 boars. I highly doubt that we can take all of it.
Oh, we can put them all in a singular location, a quick fireball here or a quick lightning strike there, and they're done in one hit and already cooked.
Oh, why don't you unleash some fire then?
Well, there's only one. Shouldn't we follow it to the other 2 and 2 birds, 1 stone?
Okay.
From your investigation, Khalid, you can tell that the cave is probably only about 20 feet deep.
So it's either there's not too many boars besides this.
That's fine. When it gets inside, I'll hop down and just go ahead and shish kebab the place. I'm also probably gonna shish kebab these dead bodies out here too because the smell is atrocious.
I'm gonna once it goes in, I'm gonna move it about here.
The boar, if you guys make your way to it, it's going to shuffle. It's going to shuffle its way back. And be like.
I'm fixing my goggles so I can have some dark vision. What do I see in there? Just like little nests, or
adjusting your night vision. Must say I assume this has happened simultaneously with Suka.
Yeah.
Okay. Suka, are you actually about to throw a fireball?
I'm actually about to throw a fireball. Should I not throw a fireball?
You said you want to roast him, right? I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Seems a little bit overkill, but go for it.
Okay, cool. I must say, adjusting your night vision, you will see these 3 boars in the back of the cave. I must say, see. I'll say, I'll whisper it to you real quick.
Dun, dun. Oh wait, what's the mana? That is 5. Where am I? Here we go. 1 time.
All right. So 29 damage for the fireball?
No, just 29 the fireball,
Well, you don't roll the hit, they make a dex save.
Ah.
Okay.
My shirt's falling apart.
Yeah, no. You raise your finger with this small ball of light as you flick it towards them. Frieza style. As the small ball of light goes flying into the back of the cave, the 3 boars will notice the ball of light and they will see it heading towards the back of the cave. All 3 of them will turn around and run into the cave towards it. Momentarily, you will briefly see illuminated 5 significantly smaller boars kind of huddled in a corner. As the 3 larger boars go running towards them, everything rumbles as there is a massive explosion that comes from within the cave.
Smooth.
Everyone is startled awake. You'll hear people like frighteningly scrambling up. It's like, we're under attack again. They're going to grab their stuff. Most of them are going to get up and start grabbing their blankets and everything. It was like, run! So everyone just kind of gets up and starts scattering. Evan's like, "Wait, what the?" And like people start running, scampering. Um,
Just gonna look up. I said, I think this is when someone most elegant with the tongue goes and calm the children down.
okay. I must say, Rayon, from what you notice, I must say, these two who you gave contracts to do not move in the slightest. These people who are over here with Evan will get up and start running, as will these people over here. They're going to get up. The horses are also spooked, as they will begin, I must say, as the horses will kind of run off. This one jumps into the river and starts trying to wade its way across. Um, these people over here by Evan, some of them, I'll say, these ones right here will freak out and in a panic will fall over this cliff right here.
Oh, jeez.
I did mention somebody should probably do something while these people are going crazy, but that's fine.
Evan's trying to stop them, but that's why I was like, there was just a loud explosion. These people were just traumatized from their town being ransacked and destroyed by a giant beast and undead. So and they thought they were safe here, and then there's a massive boom and the ground starts shaking, and that's pretty much how their whole issue began in the first place, was with a loud boom and the ground shaking. So now that shit happened again, and now they're panicking. These people are already sleeping close to the edge of this cliff. Tristan, could you roll me a persuasion check for Evan to see if he can calm these people down at disadvantage?
Yeah, one sec.
This dog runs off, effortlessly leaping and bounding down the side of this cliff face.
You're.
Says persuasion at disadvantage.
Man, if only it was at 26.
Okay. These people hear Evan's voice, do not seem to respond to it as they all go running in a panic. Evan's like, I'll say, this one is one of these 16 who falls, so roll bludgeoning damage.
Your sister's downstairs. I'm not going that way. Papa has a headache. And I can't find my pills. God damn it.
Okay. The people who fall off this cliff, there is a loud and some cracking noises as they fall down off the side of this cliff. Rayon, from where you are positioned, you can see that several of them seem to have broken limbs.
That sounds like an Evan problem.
Must say they seem to have broken limbs, and they seem to be still trying to crawl away with what trying to crawl away or whatever with what limbs they have left that are working.
It's water in a bottle. You know what it is. Stop staring at me.
All right.
Watch it. You're not
You have, however, successfully killed the boars.
Yeah. Got some good food right there.
All right. I must say, Nayland, Khalid, you can see these people running for their lives. You see the horses running as well.
Nope, not the face.
The
ears. Under your jaw.
That's a
I'm
thing.
about to say, Mirdu's gonna look. He's gonna kind of yell over. What the hell's going on over there?
Dealing with a boar problem. Who needs rations?
As he's kind of watching all the people just like run away, he was like, "Well, you might not need as many as you thought."
They know that. Stop putting your freaking. God damn it.
I'll say nobody's over here to stop this group, so they're just gonna keep running. The horse, of course, is gonna outpace them.
Figure let whoever wants to run. They'll either come back later or they won't.
All right.
Simmer down, child. Simmer down.
This horse is gonna keep running.
Good boy. You poo-poo-wee.
Evan's gonna be like, "Oh my god."
I'm gonna brush your teeth.
Evan's gonna come over here is gonna run over here to you, Rayon. He's like, he's like, little help.
Who's asking for some help?
Evan's asking Rayon for help.
He's like, little help.
What am I
He's like,
helping?
these people are. He's like these people are freaking out, and he's like these people are freaking out and injuring themselves. And need this group to make a group dex save.
Okay. Well, no, I don't know how to do help subtly.
Of course. This group jumps off the side of this cliff, trying to stick the landing because it is the fastest route. Fails miserably.
And because they are stupid.
Well, I was like, it's either stay and get killed, or jump off the side of like a 30-foot cliff and hope that you can, at least tuck and roll and make it.
Was Evan at disadvantage?
Yeah, he's at disadvantage because you're trying to basically convince people who woke up from a dead sleep people who woke up from a dead sleep to to the sound of effectively what just killed and destroyed their entire lives. I'm about to say, because the town that they were in, there was a boom, there was an earthquake, there was a boom, an earthquake, and then everyone started dying. And then while they're asleep again, thinking that they're away from it, there's a boom, an earthquake, and of course they're going to freak out again. That's why I was like, yeah, you're at disadvantage to persuade them of anything, because this is they're in full-on panic mode.
Well, I'm not much more
Oh,
help.
shit, I forgot all about that. Oh, well.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check something here.
The 200 pounds of food stuff and 160 pounds of ale. So much for needing rations. Oh, it's warm meat. It's been cooked. Just have to, cut away some of the charring.
You will, I'll say, Rayon, Evan, you will hear from the people who jumped over the side of the cliff. You will hear some loud thud noises, and then you will hear nothing.
Cool.
Ah, so they're alive then.
Cool.
Can he use Revivify?
He can. That's gonna get real expensive.
I think Revivify was relatively free.
No, Revivify is still 300 gold.
Okay.
Only 30 platinum.
If anyone takes
I do have tons of platinum.
I must
60
say,
to be exact.
Rayon, if you at your angle, you can see there's currently a pile of 11 dead people at the bottom of the hill.
Oh.
This group continues running. The horse runs off map.
I'm gonna look over at Evan and be like, isn't dead people more your thing?
I was trying to keep them from being dead in the first place.
Well, go undead them now. And then I will calm them down as they come back from the dead.
Evan's going to kind of like look at you and he's like, I guess that is the case. Could you do me a favor then? These people down here, could you tend to them?
Sure.
He's gonna walk down here. Up to you guys. Since this is your money and you guys are technically playing him for whatever he would do, are you willing to spend the money needed to resurrect these people?
It sounds like it would be in his character.
From what I was told it would be, yeah.
Just making sure. I didn't want to make that decision for him.
And trying to revive these people.
But
How much money does he have?
I don't know. Someone has a sheet. Let me know.
Yeah, 1 second.
Evan didn't take the money that you guys took.
Nope.
No, he did not.
He has on his person, he has 6 scrolls of Revivify, 5 diamonds that can execute Revivify, and then the gigantic diamonds we got from the mansion.
Now, the gigantic diamonds, would that just be enough?
Each diamond would be good for 2 Revivifies.
Now, he have 5 of those?
That would cover 10 of them.
Well, how many people died by stupid suicide?
11.
11. Like I said, would they have made that choice normally? No, but it was like, I'm about to say, when you're just kind of awakened out of a stupor and you're just running, you're just like, I'm pretty sure I can make this jump. Technically, they should have, but
I get it.
I'm about to say anyone else would have been able to live through that, but they're NPCs and squishy, and 12 damage is technically enough to kill them.
You said it's 30 platinum per person?
Mm-hmm. So, it sounds like between the diamonds and what he has on his person, he can do it.
If someone asks Nyx, he can provide.
By the time Nyx got there, we'd be out of Revivify range. He literally has 60 seconds.
Okay.
And Revivify.
And you guys aren't aware that this is going on because this is... You heard people screaming and running.
Yeah, he has just enough time to lay down enough Revivifies.
What?
Okay, that's fine. If he has to use money, I'll let he can take from me because we're family, so it's okay. I mean,
And
there's a limit.
technically, this is your fault, so yeah, that kind of works.
She doesn't see it that way. It's okay.
Oh, of course she doesn't see it that way.
Also, I'll say Suka, could you roll me a D100?
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome, thank you. And just whisper it to me what you got. Oh, that. Never mind. That works too.
Probably should have led with that.
Yeah, I didn't think she's normally not that quick.
Well, whenever somebody
Okay.
tells me to roll a die and they don't say Sierra high or low, I'm on it.
Okay. This group comes back to life, a bit stressed out, kind of like freaked out a bit. They're like, they seem to be a bit freaked out. It was like, did it get us? Did it kill us? Is this the afterlife? They're gonna look around. It's like, no, we're still here.
Here's no afterlife in Ravenloft.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? This is not the time to freak out. This is the time to remain calm.
They're like, who are you? Evans dealing with Revivify down here. You are with this group right here.
Yeah. Rayon?
Great Rayon. It's a Rayon.
Rayon. Hold on. No. I'm gonna put on a show. Rayon is going to shift into his light form
Shifting the turbo.
Mhm.
and go. Well, before shifting, like he's going to step back from them and be like, "I am Rayon, God of the Sun, creator of my realm, trapped in yours." Shifting into light. I heed you, bit. I heed you to. I beg you, heed my words. Intimidation check, I guess.
What are you trying to scare them into bowing before you?
I feel like that's the way most gods go about it.
Sure. Frighten them some more. I'm all about this.
Because that worked so well last time.
Yay?
Well, I mean, if they're scared, they're standing before a god, so they're
They're pretty scared already. So feel free to roll at advantage because they're already terrified to begin with.
Yeah. Hopefully, at that point, they're going to be listening, though.
Everyone's about to say, Nick, by the time you get back to the boat, you will see a bright, shining light coming from the area, similar to what you saw during your battle. Similar to what you saw Rayon give off during your battle with Mirage.
What? Are you under attack?
I'm about to say they'll look. Your family are looking like. The hell's going on over there?
I'm not
Okay,
sure, but...
that's an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. They're going to look at you. You will hear a collective scream as they all back against the wall.
Do not be
know any
afraid.
better. I would think somebody is like making a soundtrack to a horror film.
Do not be afraid.
The gods themselves have come here to kill us all. One of them will say, "I told you, God has not abandoned us. He has come to kill us himself. Free us from this realm, oh God."
And ship back to his like.
You shift back and they're still scared. Oh my God! He pretends to be one of us.
I don't.
It worked.
They are terrified.
If you. Oh, how terrible do I want to be? Oh, they're terrified.
I hate this realm and everyone in it.
If you would like to sign a contract of protection, sign here, please. And I will protect you. Make sure to pray every night.
I need a
Deception roll, I assume.
Yes, I need a deception roll.
Advantage.
I need a deception roll and advantage, and a persuasion check at disadvantage. The first group, however, has managed to flee. I'll say the first group that was over there has managed to flee. They're all gone. They seem to have left behind their blankets, their tent, and I'll say their blankets, their tent, and what looks to be a couple of remedial garden tools, which you can believe that they were using for weapons. Do we have rolls around?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Keep rolling damn 19s.
Okay. Cool. They will look towards you, and they'll look at each other and look towards you. Anything, please, just keep us safe.
Already.
And don't hurt us
Sign
yourself.
here. Fully, just feel free to calm down. I will go protect you if anything arises.
They will shakenly take these contracts from you and start signing them as best they can. Some of them you can tell some of them you can tell don't know how exactly to write, so they just kind of make some sort of symbol or writing. They just make some sort of marking on the paper that they believe to be a signature. Some of them are actually capable of writing something legible. But it doesn't matter if they can actually write, it just matters the intent. So there we go. That is 7. Masa has 7 contracts.
Yep, do not. For I do not reveal myself to mortals.
Please, can we leave now? Please do not hurt us. We just wish to leave.
Feel free, but there is nothing to fear here.
They're like, so you'll protect us from the calamity?
I did sign contracts that I would do everything in my power.
They'll look towards you and was like, okay, we believe you. Thank you. And they might say, like, you hear that? He will protect us. He was like, he will protect. It was like, this God shall protect us as we travel through the mist. And the other one will be like, yes, his light will light the way. It was like a God said it, and therefore it must be so.
I do miss having unlimited power.
They're going to kind of like frighteningly bow at you, and then just kind of scamper down here a bit. Now that they're not as panicked, they'll actually take their time to go down here. Seeing Evan resurrecting these people and looking a little exhausted from all this mana usage. It's like, it was like, oh my God, what happened to all of you? Evan's gonna be like, they died, but they're better now. You're welcome. They're gonna say come with us. We can now travel through the mist. We have the blessing of the gods with us. They're gonna wake up looking at us like, what are you talking about? The God of the Sun has blessed us. He has told us that He will give us safe passage through the mist. We will never fear it. He's like, we have nothing to fear. Because the mist cannot overcome the power of a god. They're gonna kind of look at each other and be like, they're gonna kind of look at each other and be like, I don't exactly know how that works, but it's not like we can afford a Vistani, so I guess God is the next best thing.
Well, yeah, it was Vistani, then God.
As far as traveling the mist, they have no gods here that they can depend on. So it's like, okay, we have the word of a god, or we can have a Vistani. So we're broke, so no Vistani's going to take us for free. So it was like we have nothing to offer them except for our undying loyalty, and I don't think any Vistani cares about that. So
most of them also don't care about money, but that's also beside the point.
I'm not saying, do you have any Vistani that are willing to take like nearly about 50 people for free?
Nayland would, but he's currently on another gig and they wouldn't fit on the boat.
Nick will call out, how's everything going? I'm ready over here.
These people who Evan helped save will be like, thank you, good sir. We don't deserve. He was like, we don't deserve your kindness. And Evan was like, that's debatable. He was like, so where are you all heading? It was like, we're heading towards the mist, and wherever the mist takes us, that is where we shall go. And he's gonna like, you do realize that you'll probably die in there. And it was like, at least this way we shall choose how we meet our end. Evan will kind of sigh and be like, I can't change your mind and I can't make you do anything. So safe passage, and I hope that the mist can carry you somewhere better than here.
I don't like sand. They get everywhere.
Okay.
I like that, David. Good one.
Okay. I'll say. I'll say. For Rayon, congratulations.
Yes.
You have done something incredibly reprehensible. You can you can go up a tier in your you can go up a tier in your demonic passage.
Yay?
Oops. Alrighty, I will get
I'll
that
say-
on.
Not only did you manage to send several people who were already on the brink of despair further down the path of damnation, you have also sent them down the path of damnation into the mist, believing that they'd be okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I feel
Welcome
a
to
little
Ravenloft.
Actually, no. Right.
I'm about to say-
feel bad about
you have effectively sent 7 people believing they're going to be okay, and who are leading 11 other people who believe that by being near these people that they'll be okay, and you've led 2 people.
I led 2 people to
Hello?
go fight. Yeah, Brian.
Oh no.
Is it okay? So it wasn't just me. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
did I lose some people?
Nope. Brian.
Nah, he's on pause, so a call probably came in.
I can brand someone now.
Sorry, I had a phone call come in.
I'm smart.
Yeah, you had you have 2 other people who are effectively on a collision course with Tim now.
Wow, you
We're
did
Depending on
a lot.
which technically considering they are probably going to face a far quicker and more lenient death facing against him than the people heading into the mist.
Yeah.
Especially
means
since
I'm
the people
only
going
gonna
into
get
the
the
mist
whole
might just get
contact.
sent back out.
I was gonna say, did nobody want to try and talk them out of it?
I'm on the boat.
We're up at the cliff. We don't know.
What's the alternative? The alternative is stay here and definitely die, or go into the mist and take your chances.
Yeah. They're not denizens of my realm.
Evan's not going to try to Evan's not going to try and convince them to stay here because obviously they can't defend themselves. So, and he's like, well, I don't exactly know of any Vistani in the area who are going to be able to send you on your way. And I kind of used up all my money,
Bringing your dumbass
pulling you
back
guys.
alive.
Yeah, so he's like, well, you guys have safe passage. I can't exactly tell people who are traumatized what's in their best interest. So, right.
Are we ready to ship off at this point?
Evan's going to kind of make his way back to the boat and just kind of sit down, kind of have like this kind of dour look on his face. The rest of you going back to the boat?
Yeah. I'll set the bodies on fire and then head back to the boat.
Okay.
With bonfire?
I'll say Nailing, Khalid. Are you 2 doing anything?
Do a quick sweep of the cave, just make sure they didn't have any loot in there worth taking, and then head back to the boat. Yeah.
You just see a couple of rags from what you was a couple of skeletons from what you assume were bodies that they kind of dragged into the cave to eat. Like I said earlier, these people pretty much were caught with their pants down, so they just got up and ran.
Yeah.
Nobody had any like work like best case scenario, the only things that you, like I said, over here at this campsite, you will find like a couple of random like garden tools that they picked up and kind of like you assume kind of swatted at the undead that were in their way. So it's like, hey, I had like a shovel, so I bonked one in the head and knocked it out of the way and ran.
So yeah, he'll use floating discs to bring the boar meat down to camp, and then head back to the boat.
Okay. There also is a tent right here that they left. Seems to be a tent that was sewn together out of leftover clothes. Most of these, I'll say, there are parts of the tent enclosed that appear to be rather bloody. So you are under the impression that they made this tent, that whoever made this sewed this tent together out of the rags of people who had passed away.
Well, the refugees probably need the tent more, so he's not going to touch it.
Okay. Is anyone else going to take it, or are you just going to leave it?
But the
tent?
The abandoned tent.
Evan.
I'll take the abandoned tent.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and add one raggedy tent to your to your inventory. It will, I'll say, it's capable of housing 10 people. I'll say it weighs 50 pounds because it's not a proper tent. It's just made out of random materials, so they were not exactly worried about the weight. Yeah. So folks are back in the boat. Khalid, are you doing anything before we leave?
Guess not.
Yep, he's on mute.
Sorry, I think I missed the question. Was it?
I was like, are you going to be doing anything?
No, pretty much just kind of sighing at the situation, just helping with the meat and such. Like, not a great day.
Okay.
People.
Mirdu's gonna kind of look. Once you get back on the boat, he's like, good to see that she was so helpful to those people. He's like, need more heroes like you.
I guess it's a good thing we're not real heroes.
No one's a hero here.
He's gonna pat Evan on his shoulder and be like, "Bro, you did good for what you did."
He's gonna be like, he's like fat lot of good that did, but he's like, we do what we can.
That's the spirit. Let me make you some tea.
He will reluctantly agree. As you guys are making your way down the river, continuing your passage, let me go to the map. Okay. You will continue down this river continue down this river for what seems like roughly about a day. I'm not saying not so much a day. You'll continue down this river for about 8 hours until eventually you start to notice a change in the landscape. The trees have kind of thinned out here. You're seeing less trees, and then you're seeing less grass, and then you're seeing less dirt. Gradually, everything is just kind of like charred, burned, It looks. It looks like it look. A lot of the area begins to kind of look like. Um, it kind of looks like cooled over volcano ash. The entire land looks desolate, and the land surrounding the river starts to look kind of desolate and black. The sky, the sky that you are heading into is kind of darkened. You see, as you head further into Darkhan, you will see this massive swirling cloud of darkness, almost like a hurricane that you can see over top. There's no wind; it's just like this swirl. It's like this large hurricane in the sky that you can see off in the distance, with lightning striking hundreds of miles off into the distance. The water has started to dim and grow murky until eventually it's less murky and fully red.
Huh. Dragon blood? Oh, hi there.
As you guys are making your way down this river, there are hundreds of chewed up and mangled corpses floating down. Floating down this river. The river has this thick consistency to it. There's too much blood in this river. It's actually slowing down the boat a bit. As Mirdu is using his oar to kind of reach over the boat and kind of pull a Titanic and just kind of knock bodies out of the way of the boat.
Suka's gonna walk over to Evan and kind of like in a low voice and be like, I need off this boat.
Mirdu will kind of like, that's fine by me, you already paid for it. You will see several zombies standing on the shorelines. They're kind of reaching out towards you, but do not seem interested in stepping into the water.
If the water's moving, then they said it was not to slow us down.
Covers her nose and is like, I need off this boat. I'm feeling sick. I think I have cabin fever. Is that a thing? Can a person have cabin fever on a boat? I have cabin fever.
That's
I'm dying.
literally where one usually gets cabin fever.
The stench, the stench that you guys are getting is almost overwhelming. As there are several corpses floating past you, of various sizes and level. Levels of damage done. Is there anything you guys are doing while you are passing through this part?
Keeping my eyes out.
As I keep and wary.
Actually, I'm going to see if there's anything useful floating near the ship.
Yeah, she turns to the captain of the ship and she's like, I need you to pull over. I need off now. I need off now. Like now. Not tomorrow. Not a few minutes from now. I need off now. I need
We
to get
can't
off the
pull
boat.
over in the middle of a zombie horde.
You're welcome to jump off, but I ain't pulling off because these bastards ain't gonna grab me. You're welcome to jump off, but I'm pretty sure the stench is gonna be even worse if you hop in the water.
So you're gonna have to tough it out.
Didn't even want to come here.
Yeah, you did. You wanted to come to Darkon. That was one of the places you wanted to stop.
I wanted to go to the nightmare place, not whatever this place was.
A nightmare?
No, but the other one where you can't fall asleep. That's the one I wanted to go to.
Yeah, the nightmare room.
Yeah, nightmare realm.
I wanted to go to that place where I'd probably instantly die.
I was fine with just dropping Tim off at the gate and turning right back around.
That's not how mistwalking works. If I turned right back around, we would just ended right back where we started.
That's okay, then we could have gone somewhere else from there.
Apparently he has to cross the border. Like, properly.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get you where you wanted to go.
The nightmare realm?
Well, first I gotta drop off Nyx's people, but then, yeah, we can do that.
Yay!
Like I said, I'm just the guide. You guys pick the destination.
And that's when she sees on her sheet, immune to magical sleep.
Actually, yes.
It's like, no!
Good. I was gonna say, sweet, immune to magical sleep, that'll be great, because that means that you'll be wide awake for all the other things that try to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are creatures there that actively, if they see you not asleep, will viciously attempt to attack you.
That's why you pretend to be asleep.
It was like, oh wait, she dropped to 0? That means she's unconscious. That makes her asleep, right? Yeah. Dreams!
Okay. But yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's anything useful floating in the water nearby, or the blood nearby.
Okay, some of these people, if you wish to attempt to, you will notice that some of these bodies, a couple of them have rings on. You'll see a couple of the smaller bodies seem to be. You do come across one body that appears to be clutching. You do see a smaller body that does seem to be clutching a stuffed animal.
Well, that's how useful. Okay.
You do see a couple of people who, let's see, with that perception roll, around someone's waist, who's floating towards you, their body is bobbing up and down. You will see something that looks like a bottle. A bottle with a blue liquid in it.
Do they look like they're moving? Do they look like a zombie or a dead body? Which
they are face down. They are face down in the water. They look like they have a bottle and something else strapped to their waist, but whatever else is strapped to their waist is currently under the water.
They one have a fishing rod. That one looks like it has a good potion.
Hand you a fishing rod.
I can do you one better.
What's that?
Khalid will mage hand. And bring the potion there.
Nice.
Okay. Yanking the potion off, you will see that it is a regular potion. They also seem to have after yanking it off, the body kind of tilts a bit. You will see a obviously soaked book attached to his waist.
Okay. Now that she's not in my fight.
Khalid, would you mind getting that too?
Yeah. Oh. Simple little grasp.
Okay. The book is soaked in blood and water. it would need. I'll say it would take a little bit. It would take some time in order to attempt to like recover whatever's in it.
Okay. I'll hand the fishing rod back. Thanks. It was useful.
As you hold the book, it is like slowly dripping, kind of gooey. He's gonna look at you all. He's like, well, I don't exactly know which one of you is strong, but if you could do me a favor, he's going to open up like this large cask behind him and start tossing oars to people. If y'all would be so kind. Turns out that blood is kind of difficult to row through. It was like, if the men would be so kind as to start rowing, that'd be great.
Will do.
Sure.
In which case, I need four people to make strength checks. So, who's willing to do it?
1.
Oof.
Wow. I think we're gonna blow some mana to mulligan that, because you're actually good at strength.
Oh, he can use mana to mulligan?
Yeah, was it Blessing of Fate?
Oh, yeah.
You said he's good at strength, and that's his +2?
+2 is, he has a 15 in strength. That's, for 5e, that's considered good at strength. He actually has a strength modifier.
Okay, I thought you were like, oh, you're supposed to be better at that. I thought he had like a...
There we go.
I thought he was like proficient or something.
Well, he's proficient in strength saves, but you didn't say save.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next, alright, I must say, Rayon or Khalid... Oof.
This is some really tough.
This blood is so thick.
I'll go ahead and I'm gonna have one of David's friends also roll. Oh, Khalid. Okay, Khalid's number 4. Okay, so that's 6, 15, 5, 20.
You catch on these bodies.
Okay. You guys, I know she loves doing this, so, Tatsuka, high or low?
I refuse on principle. I plead the fifth. You can't take away my rights.
Well, thankfully, you don't need rights because you told me I always roll 4. So.
You've done this yourself.
Oh wait, did we have to roll strength?
Anybody who's trying to...
No, 4 people did. They already did.
Yeah, I rolled embarrassingly low. I have a real d20 in front of me. I should have rolled that.
I should have rolled my real d20 too, so...
I'm curious, what would my strength have been? Nothing.
Probably more than mine.
Decided your fate long ago? What?
Yeah, that would have been...
No, we didn't! No, we didn't!
2, 3.
We're not getting too close to the shore. Getting close to the shore!
The boat will bump against the shore as the zombies start making their way over towards you. Like, he's like, oh, God damn it!
You're driving! How did you drive to the shore?
I didn't drive to the shore. The paddlers apparently couldn't keep up with the current. Nix, what the hell?
Usually,
I'm about to say he's looking at Evan I'm like paddling, and he's looking at Khalid paddling, and then he's looking over at like Nix and Rayon. He was like, "Oh, you even bloody trying?"
Not really, no, actually.
Ah, well, that's fucking great. He was like, I didn't expect much out of the ginger, but I did expect something out of you, Nix.
I'm not used to so many bodies being in the water.
Nobody is.
Come on, we've dumped enough people overboard.
On a larger ship, yeah.
A larger ship wouldn't make it through here.
Can we just hurry up and get away from the shore and leave?
Can we throw the We're throwing the
initiative.
Brian.
Yeah.
I would like to invoke the first part of Rapid Shot. When you roll initiative, before anyone takes their turn, you can use your reaction to make a ranged weapon attack against a target within 60 feet.
Okay.
With disadvantage, unfortunately. So let's see.
Okay. Well, technically, you could do it against this person who's right here in front of you, and that's already at disadvantage. So technically, you're already right there. Actually, wait. No, you already have the thing that negates disadvantage at close range, right?
I have a thing that negates disadvantage at long range.
Okay. Okay, I thought you would have taken the thing already that allows you to get negate disadvantage at like close, like right next to you, within 5 feet.
No, that would have been like an entirely different feat. So.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Khalid, I need initiative.
I'm not added into the initiative. I'm not present.
It would be nice
there we
if
are.
someone
You're
kept
present
blessings
now.
of fate.
There you go. I fixed that. The captain is not part of the initiative because the captain is not fighting.
Not 78. Jesus Christ.
I see Nix over here wanting to roll all these nat fucking 20s.
Yeah, well, yeah, about that.
So yeah, you automatically going first regardless.
Roll a 1. Unless someone wants to blessing me or something, I rolled a 1.
Oh, by the way, Rayon, 18 on the dice.
Yeah, is your number still 18?
Yes.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh,
Who got an 18 on the dice?
I got an 18 earlier, and Khalid got one just now.
Well, an 18 on initiative means that my initiative goes to that. Wait, plus my voting.
All right.
So
What's the
Next, how do you want to? I'm gonna say, as you pull this gun forward, how do you want to botch this?
I'll go for a misfire, so I have to take an action to clear it.
Okay.
It's like they'll be. It's like ah. As like a thing falls off and like pressure just gets fucked. It was like shit.
Okay.
How much is the temp HP again?
I believe it is 11.
Okay. Ugh. Okay then.
No,
that's
sorry.
right. I have to add these zombies because zombies do have stats. Let's see, what do they do? All right. Oof. Oh, that's not going to be that good. Initiative. Yep, they're going last. I mean, who would have thought it? Unless Khalid, hasn't rolled yet.
Okay, I'll use my action to.
I could have sworn that Cleve rolled.
What, me? I use a special ability to roll to make an attack before
Greg.
anything. Oh, okay.
Greg rolled his initiative.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because he just said that he got an 18 on the dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said it was 18 on dice, but I don't know what the modifier and extra and stuff is.
He's on mute now.
I just happened in. Sorry, I was distracted.
That's okay. Cool. Alright. Descending. There we go. Cool. Alright. Nyx.
I'll take the action to clear my weapon, and then use my bonus action for a just like quick shot again at the one in front of me. Not a 1. I don't know if a 16 hits or not.
A 16 will hit because these are zombies and they suck. Let's say,
Okay,
yep.
31 piercing.
Zombies are garbage, so yes. Okay. That one zombie.
Oh, go.
Let's see. Yep, he explodes. He's like, ugh. Which one are you shooting? The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep. Because I had to use my action for other things.
Okay. Rayon. These zombies are trying to claw their way onto the boat since it has temporarily bumped into the shore, into the riverbank.
Matt?
Sorry.
Your turn.
Hear me?
Now.
Okay. I don't know what was going on. I'm gonna point up at the sky and call upon the power of
The power of love.
my brother Ravenloft and cast
Huh.
Okay. Dexterity save. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, look at that. Completely fuck up. I say completely fuck up the save. So I'll say so. As far as I remember, Tristan, you can't crit fail like saves against magic, correct?
Correct. Crit fails only apply on attack rolls.
Okay. All right. Well, lucky them. So which one are you striking with lightning? As this as this smaller storm cloud kind of forms within the dark storm cloud that is already in the sky, as this bolt of lightning shoots down and strikes that one. Boom!
Ooh, they're so close to the sails.
It's like it'll sit there and seize a bit as lightning courses over its body. Anything else you're doing? You have a bonus action.
Hold on. Get my little storm cloud out here.
Are you catching death?
As a bonus action, I would like to use my brand of the Deceiver's Guile on the next closest one, and it needs to make an intelligence saving throw
Oh, that'll be fun.
against my spell save DC. I assume it doesn't actually say what it's against.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail it regardless. So 1d20 minus 4. Oh, look at that.
Okay. Then it is at a minus 1d6 if it tries to attack me.
Okay.
Was that really necessary?
Well, it was a bonus
always
action,
necessary.
so.
It's always necessary. I must say, I approve. Tatsuka. These zombies are trying to claw their way onto the boat. Nyx has managed to blow one's head off. Rayon has summoned lightning to strike one of them.
Sierra.
How many are trying to climb up the boat?
There were 3. There's now 2 that are close enough to the boat to make a move for it.
Okay, let me see how this ability works right quick. That would use up my bonus action. How close are they together? The 2 climbing up?
They're about 15 feet apart.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Fuck, that's still my bonus action. Actually, no. How far up am I from the ground?
You are level in this boat. You are level with it, at least on this part of the shoreline.
That's fine. As I am falling down, I'm gonna look over the side of the boat that the 2 are on, and I am going to cast. Is this the one I wanted to cast? Let me double check. This is the one I wanted to cast. You said they're 15 feet apart?
Yes.
Okay. So as I am jumping down, right as I line up with them, I'm going to cast this at level 3. It should be 5. So let me subtract mana from that. Where am I? As I am landing, because I will jump down here. Not 52 minus 5.
Okay. They fail it. So was that 10 fire damage?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Scorcher.
Or
Don't
was
you have
that
multiple
3
rays?
plus 10?
Huh?
This is Scorcher. Don't you have multiple rays that you can fire?
Not at one given time.
Yeah, Agonizer, you're thinking of Scorching Ray. Agonizer Scorcher is a line attack.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, upon landing on the ground, I will use, is it 1 or 2? Let me double check. Did I pass it? Nope, I did not. Is it 1 or 2?
So you did it on a line, or?
Yeah, I did it in a line to get the 2 on the boat.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so they both will take... Would that be 13? So it's...
Sorcery points. Where are my sorcery points? I mean, my meta magic.
Well, your sorcery points are meta magic, so.
Well, yeah. So we will.
The one in front of you burns to a crisp. This one is pretty badly hurt.
But he's off the boat, correct?
They weren't on the boat yet. They were trying to get onto the boat.
Well, maybe he'll come for me. And then I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Fireball at the group that's further away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, over here? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just going to try and catch all these guys in Fireball? Okay. And that's oh, Jesus, fuck. Okay. There's absolutely no way for me to make this, because even if I roll a 20, I'm still -2. But, you know, it's shits and giggles. Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
Turn.
Boom. Those 4 hits. And they are completely eradicated. They're not going to be able to recover from that. Actually, let me roll for the guy in front of you, because he might actually make it.
Flamality.
Never mind. Yeah, the first one's still dead. Okay. Okay. You have effectively murdered the hell out of these skeletons as they turn to dust. I'll say as they turn to cinders and ashes and blow off into the wind from your fireball. Alright. Anything else?
Nope. That's all my stuff. I'm now on the ground.
Alright. Nayland.
And not that there's much left. Okay.
Oh no, Titan.
There. 10 feet. Okay. Have some whips, motherfucker.
Okay. Hit, and hit. Who are you swinging at?
The only one who's close.
Okay. The first strike ends him. The rest of the strikes send his body parts flying into the air as you use them for target practice, and just like you basically hit him in the torso. His torso explodes, arms and head go into the air, and you kind of do the Liu Kang thing of just kind of like smack the arm that destroys itself, smack the other arm and destroy it, and then just like strike the zombie in the middle of the head as his head just explodes.
So you killed him with a flourish.
Yep. Alright, Tatsuka, time to get back on the boat.
I told you I wanted off.
So you're just going to walk through the zombie horde?
I am going to walk. I would rather walk through the zombie horde and possibly die than sit on this boat surrounded by a river of blood and dead bodies.
I didn't think that bothered you.
Who said I could always drink it?
That's the GM. Like, you always could drink it. No one said you couldn't.
I'm not drinking it.
I didn't think
It's
dead bodies
contaminated.
bothered you.
It's contaminated. I was like, oh no, there's bodies in my blood. They put bodies in my blood. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to be blood in my bodies, not bodies in my blood. Alright, in which case, I need the people who are rowing to row again to try and push off. And
What I'm gonna want to do is trade off with Leitcha.
yeah, she's gonna be like, wait, what?
Yeah, your arms are bigger than mine.
And I'll say she was like, and I'll say she's gonna look at you and kind of make like a kind of roll her eyes with kind of a grin. She's like, "What a gentleman!"
Yep.
It's like making a lady. It's like making the lady do all the work. She will take the oar from you,
Okay.
kind of in a snatching motion.
What I am gonna... Oh wait, I never thought I'd be able to use it like this. Oh yes! I am going to, I am going to, load in a... Does it let me do it? One second, I need to read this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna load in a a violet bullet, charging it with positive energy, saying a few words over it. Load it in my gun and shoot Suka with it.
What?
This is a spell that will cause no damage to you. What I do need, though, is a Constitution saving throw.
I feel like you guys come after my constitution because you realize that I'm not constitution enough.
I need a strength.
28.
I need a strength
The
from
fuck?
Evan and from Khalid.
I rolled an
Who and
18
Khalid?
and my constitution is a 10.
I'll say Evan and Khalid if they're the ones rowing.
Oh wait, you said save and throw, right?
Constitution, Constitution saving throw is what it says for the spell, yeah.
Oh yeah, then it's a 10. So that brings me up to 28.
So, con save or strength?
He says
Strength.
strength check or save.
Strength check.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a constitution save for me.
Yeah. Huh. The,
Oh. Hey, Matt, another 18.
Oh, excellent. That's 13 hit points for whoever rolled it.
the,
Lycha.
the area around you will, momentarily look like someone put a gauze filter over it, and then no longer be the case.
What?
Huh.
What was that?
Didn't work, that's what it did.
What was it supposed to do to me?
Well, now you won't know.
Was supposed to turn you human again, and human
No.
again.
I am human. Well, I mean, I'm an elf, but I mean that's close enough to human, I guess. We're superior, but
Huh.
I'm
Alright.
humanoid.
So, as you guys shuffle off,
Orval, safe travels.
That's what I was trying to do to you.
Oh, that would have sucked. Well, it wouldn't have sucked.
did she save it or
Oh no, she beat my DC.
Yeah, I rolled an
Okay.
18, and apparently in this game I have really good constitution.
Yeah, it'd be kind of a shitty vampire if you didn't. Okay, let's see.
Why? Why are you rolling? I didn't even pick a number.
You did pick a number. You picked a number like months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Khalid, is there anything that you are trying to do? You no longer have. I must say, you no longer have. I must say, you no longer have zombies trying to get on the boat, but the others seem to have taken notice of what's going on. Evan's going to be looking at you. Is like, Tatsuka. It was like, Tatsuka, what the hell are you doing?
Exactly what I said I was doing. Getting off of the boat.
So are you gonna walk next to the boat?
I am walking.
He's gonna look up ahead at like the horde of zombies, and he's like, "And what are you gonna do about them?"
I doubt they'll find me tasty.
That doesn't
They
mean they
don't
won't
care
maul
about
you until then.
Could you get on the boat? If you die here, and I say, if you die here, this is all for nothing.
What's all for nothing? I don't have anything planned for the future. It's not like I can have kids and get married and be a stay-at-home mom and raise whatever wives raise cats or
Children?
Oh yes, our children. I guess you would raise children.
To raise cats. Some people do that
What
too.
makes you think? What makes you think you can't do that?
I didn't say I wanted to do that.
Well, you seem to just go off on a rant about what you can and can't do.
Well, I mean, so what I meant. You know.
Could you just get in a boat? I would really prefer not seeing you get mauled like the other people who live in this stupid land.
I just want to make a mental note. I didn't want to come here. I hate it here. I don't want to be here.
You did want to come here, you just don't like it anymore.
I'll admit that I wanted to come with Tim, but then when Tim said I couldn't come, there was another place that picked my fancy, and I didn't want to come here anymore.
Tim was saving you. Tim, at least I think he was. This is the good part. I don't even want to know what the bad part is.
It's not even about Tim.
It really seemed to be all about Tim before we dropped him off.
Really? You're that jealous?
Jealous about what? You were like, Tim's my soulmate. He's this, he's that. He's doing like it.
I slept with Shrinky Link over there.
Khalid is going to very loudly say, "Will you two shut up? I am trying to concentrate." Stare at both of them for a while, glare at them. Thank you.
He's like, don't worry, I'll figure out something.
Don't you say anything. Shut up.
Just gonna start silent casting.
Yeah. Thank you. Khalid will, as he's like trying to row, will reach into his pack. Reach for some. Come on, it's gotta be here somewhere. Pulls out a small orb. Okay. And with one hand, he pushes a few buttons. Okay, and tosses it out to the over here, about 60 feet away or so. But it's in the river. I cast Silent Image. The image is going to be an exact replica of this boat.
Awesome.
And its occupants.
Good thought.
Now, there's a
And
second
where,
thing
where, I'm saying, where are you dropping it?
over here.
What?
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Still here.
Hey. Hey. Cool.
It just all went. I wasn't sure if it was my turn and I just had missed something.
No. Let's see. All right.
It's a storm.
You guys will see a image of your boat kind of appear off here in the corner, and then we'll put. Goats. All right. Cool. All right. Guys effectively made a shadow boat. Evan is going to look at you. He's like, fine, we'll hurry up. We'll get out of here. I promise that we won't be on this river for much longer. We can get to town, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be something shiny there. I mean, everybody left everything, so there's got to be something there that you want.
Sir, you mistake me for a thief, which I am not.
He's gonna kind of quirk an eye at you.
A swindler, yes, but not a thief. Swindling people is not thievery.
It's not stealing if they left it.
And I'm not a kid or a bird. I mean, I do like shiny things, but I mean, you know.
Please get in the boat.
Fine. We'll get in the boat.
He'll reach out his hand and just kind of like he'll toss you a rope
Grab the rope.
and could you make me a strength roll, Tristan, for Evan. Okay. He will yank you towards the boat as you'll kind of tumble into the boat.
Oh, good to have you back on board. I was about to toss you some equipment to help you on your walk, but I guess I'm going to do that now.
Well, far be it for me to upset Big Brother.
This zombie will move as fast as he can, which isn't that much. You guys are already well on your way. Need another strength check. God damn, Evan.
Well, Evan's gonna buy us some time.
I'm capping that zombie.
Turn/destroy. Get away.
I rolled a 17 for strength to assist Evan, who looks like he needs a little help.
30 feet. So.
Oh, wait. How far apart are the oars? And there's just 4 of them, right?
How long does that last? Is it just one?
What? Turn?
Is it? Yeah.
Turn lasts a minute.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that works then. All right.
How far apart are the oars?
You guys are just kind of sitting wherever you're sitting, working on. I'm not saying on the oars. You guys are probably spaced out like 10 feet apart from each other.
Okay, and that's across the aisle too?
Yeah, 2 people. I'll say 2 people over here working. I'm gonna say I don't have it like set up to mimic it, but it's like 2 people on this side and then 2 people on this side.
Hold on. I'm trying to find something. I would like to turn into a 4-armed creature.
Oh.
I just need, for some reason, the monster book's not. All right, here we go.
Are you taking an ore from somebody?
I was gonna take them all.
I don't think you have enough space to do that. No, I'll
Well,
say
that's what I was
because
asking. You said 10 feet apart, right?
you have to be in the middle of the boat, and
Yeah.
the oars aren't that long.
Okay,
You
so
kind of
from
have to be at the edge.
I can't reach them.
You can't reach them. You could be on one side of the boat and take 2 oars, but you can't. But you can't take all 4.
What if there's a monster big enough for me to take all 4?
Anything that's that big will probably sink the boat with the amount of people that you have on the boat.
Well, hold on. Let me. As you were, I'm looking. I just need to remember how to work this.
I believe I wrote it
filter.
down on the second page of your character sheet how to do it.
Okay.
I must say, because at the moment you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 people on this boat. If you turn into anything large enough to be able to grab all 4, you're probably going to weigh this boat down into the water. I must say, because that'll require you turning into a large-sized monstrosity, in which case you would definitely end up sinking this boat, if not falling straight through the middle of it. This isn't like this isn't like a finely crafted boat. This is just like a get from point A to point B boat.
That has reach. That's not that big. That's what I'm gonna look for. One.
But there's going to be another roll needed, so I still need one more strength check from. Most of the time being, I need one more strength check from Rayon and from. I
made my second one. Do you need another third?
Yeah, I need another one. Yeah, I need a third one.
Okay. One moment to see the here.
I need one from Khalid as well. Evan's doing a fantastic job, actually, because I'm like, the turn undead effectively kind of negates these zombies, so good job. That's just a matter of whether the boat crashes too many times.
The bodies are on top of the water, right?
Yeah, they're on top of the water. Part of this is to move through the blood and to knock the bodies out of the way. The bodies aren't actually attacking you, they're just hindering
Well, I know
your
the
progress.
bodies aren't.
Yeah, the river's just full of blood and debris. So, if Greg is unavailable, does anyone wish to okay.
Can barely hear you.
No, I just need I need another strength check.
Oh, okay.
So far, you guys are doing good.
Good.
But, well, you've got 2 successes, 1 failure. So.
Is Suka still legitimately trying to help with the rowing?
Yes. Okay, so that could be an option, but that requires a rope. Oh, I need to remember that for later. I could totally do that. Ooh! Hold on. Let me see. I think I might have found it. I want to turn into a giant octopus.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Well, now we have cylindrical porn.
What gives me enough space to row the boat for everyone, enough strength to row the oars, and still not be too heavy where I sink the boat. What say ye?
Nay.
What's his strength score?
Let me pull it back up. Strength score is
Player says yay.
a +3.
So 16 or 17.
17,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Alright, I will say that you weigh, I will say that you weigh probably about 50 pounds more than you usually do. But it's doable. The ship sinks probably like an extra foot. The boat is roughly about like 6 inches from taking in water. As she helps you guys with rowing. As she helps you guys with rowing.
Yeah,
I
I take
need
it
one.
rowing so they can take a break.
So you just want to row? Okay, cool. I need four strength saves.
Strength saves or strength checks?
I thought you were saying checks before.
Strength checks. Yeah, sorry, strength checks. Sorry.
18. You said 4. So
I need
my
4 of them.
18. Oops. 16. Okay, that's just a 14. We're going backwards. And 17.
Okay.
And then it's +3 to those rolls. Why is it? Why? I think I made all but because my lowest one would have been 14. Would have been 7. My lowest row was 17. So we're good, right?
I need one more roll. I'm not
I
going
gave you
backwards.
4,
You're
didn't
going
I?
forward.
Did I get 4?
Yeah.
Only 3.
Yeah, I need one more roll.
Oh, I thought
I
rolled.
need one more set of 4. You rolled all 4. Everyone, you have 4 oars, so you had to make 4 rolls.
Okay, no biggie. Nat 20. 13. 16. 19.
You guys make your way through the river of blood as these zombies are trying to come towards the shoreline.
You're roboting.
Held and turned into dust as they get too close to you. So, one moment, I need to replace my headphones. Hold on.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. This life is nothing like a dream.
Row, row, row.
Hello?
Still here.
Go.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, then, so you guys have made your way through the River of Blood. The zombies that were on the shoreline being repelled by Evan's channel divinity. Some of them seeing their brethren being reduced to dust, and with what little cognizant function they have, choosing to not get closer, allowing you allowing you some disgusting yet safe passage. The river starts to clear up the closer that you get to town. Let's see. It sure is raining a whole lot.
What?
I said, it sure is raining a whole lot.
But stop here.
It just
It's
started
down
over
on
here.
Okay, cool. Alright, you guys make your way down, 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 until eventually, you pull up, you pull up to this town that is more or less on, seems to be, you see this smolder, you see these smolder of flames kind of lingering around. It is eerily quiet. As even from the boat, you can still kind of hear like the crackling. You can still kind of hear the crackling of wood burning, and coming from the town.
Okay.
Well, that makes the odds of finding supplies here low.
Alright. He's going to kind of look at you and like pull the boat up, and he'll be like, all ashore that's going ashore.
Now we can keep going. That's an option too.
Up to you. Doesn't matter much to me.
Now, the whole point of getting to town was to supply, and if there's nobody here to supply us, then...
Yeah.
Alright, I will keep pedaling on.
Well, if nobody's here to supply, it doesn't mean there's no supplies here.
Suka never stopped. She just kept pedaling. She didn't stop. Irregardless.
Like I said, everyone upped and left. So whatever supplies were here are still here, more than likely.
Up to the people who actually need shit.
Yeah, Suka doesn't stop. She keeps
I
pedaling.
say, do you want to stop and loot, or do you want to keep going?
Well, does the town
Suka
look
doesn't
like?
stop.
Does the town
She
look
keeps
like you
going.
could have supplies left?
Well, from what Evan was told and what he relayed to you, is that in the middle of the night they were attacked by a monster and undead, and they were effectively woken up in the middle of the night and ran off. They were unable to grab anything that they cared about or wanted. They pretty much just upped and ran. And even when you found them, they had nothing. All they had were the clothes on their backs, and they didn't even have a tent. They just crafted one out of the clothes that were still on the people who had passed away. So everything that they owned, everything that they had, is still in this town. Because zombies don't loot, and monsters that go on rampages don't loot. So I'm not saying this is the GM saying if you want to leave items laying around, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. If you want to keep going, also up to you.
Suka doesn't stop.
So that's one vote.
Suka's the one controlling the boat. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying you could jump off the boat and head into town.
Yeah. Suka's not stopping.
let's see. Actually,
Okay, so Rayon's not going to attempt to get off. Suka doesn't want to get off.
I don't want to be stranded in Darkon.
Okay. and Mase, and Tristan is pulling her role this time. So okay.
Yep.
All right.
I feel like I should be offended.
What? Sitting here going majority rules? That's your shit.
I know, that's what I was like. I feel like I should be offended.
I have a large enough tent for my brethren, so, and I have enough supplies to give them, so.
Okay.
I would want to kind of go, but I mean, it's like she's an octopus right now. What the hell am I gonna do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, if I try to do something, she'll just introduce me to tentacle and die.
Okay. Cool. In which case, I do not need that town then. We'll go ahead and erase that map. Awesome.
Hopefully we didn't miss good loot.
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't miss good loot.
Yep.
Yeah. It would have really sucked if you just, passed right by a town that, had, a market and magic item shops and everything that was just left there.
If the
Would have
party
really sucked.
stop, I'm sure they could convince Suka that they should stop.
It's kind of late. I already erased the map now. It was a collective vote, and everybody was like, "We don't care about it." So I was like, "Okay." So
Well, that's too bad. No, seriously, that is too bad.
Right. In which case, you guys will reach. You reach checkpoint 1, which was Sidnar. You reached checkpoint 2, which was Makel, which is similar. Which is similar to Sidnar. Which is similar to Sidnar. Only this town is completely ablaze. From what you can see, they are currently in the middle of the devastation that they are facing. The town is pretty much in ruins. Looking from the boat, you can see the undead. Ripping and tearing into people who are screaming on the ground.
What kind of forces are we looking at here?
You are looking at a force of undead that appear to be in the thousands.
Okay, no, I was about to say maybe we could help these people, and
yeah, they are effectively overrun, and you do see some of the people who had been killed starting to rise as undead.
Okay, and I was thinking we might be able to recoup the previous town, but again, far too much enemy occupation to even try.
You ain't paying me to go. It's like, you ain't paying me to go backwards.
We could help these people if we had a time machine.
Do you want me to go backwards?
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an important announcement. The dog has gotten to feed.
What?
I understood none of that. He went robot.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I said, an important announcement. The dog says I have forgotten to feed her.
Well, we had originally talked about going to the first place for things, but you've kind of bypassed it. So,
the second town looks as if it was. The second town looks as if it was decimated by. It seems as if it was decimated by whatever. It seemed like it was decimated more than likely by whatever sort of demonic beast ransacked the first town. But this one seems to be overrun by the undead far more than the last one. The last one just looked desolate, like there were no undead. But the closer you're getting to, I'll say, for Nayland, who's been here, who knows that the capital is pretty much the city of the dead. The closer you get to the city of the dead, the more dead you're going to run into.
I'll go back if you just let me call you my pet.
You know what? No, I'm not that interested.
The swirling spiral of darkness seems to be, I'll say, the center of this swirling spiral of darkness and lightning seems to be in the direction that the river is taking you.
Well, I do have a question. How strong are you, bully man?
He's gonna kind of look and be like, depends on what we're trying to do.
Turn skeletons into dust.
All of these, he's gonna point towards the village.
Oh, no.
He's gonna point towards that town. And he's like, yeah, pretty sure we'd probably get overrun. And I don't like being cynical, but there's nothing over there worth saving.
Okay, then
I'm not even sure. He's like, I'm not even sure if anyone's still alive.
I kind of thought you could emit your power and just annihilate undead within an area. And just kind of walk around having.
What happens when they? It's a numbers game. I'm not even. It was like it's a numbers game right now. I'm not even sure that my power will last long enough to even deal with all of them. Like, from what you can tell, it's just thousands. The flames and the black smoke is kind of. The flames and the black smoke and the perpetual night that seems to have fallen over this area since you delved deeper into the cloud. Since you delved deeper into the swirling black cloud, is kind of masking the numbers. You hear more than what you see.
Okay, well, again, I wasn't sure of the strength of Evan's anti-undead abilities, so okay.
It's good, but Channel Divinity, like you said, lasts for a minute, and then it'll be out of it. And by the time, lasting for a minute isn't going to deal with the thousands of these things that are probably roving around here.
Okay.
Because this town that you were at was like a legitimate town that had like a legitimate population.
I guess we need to move on then.
I mean, I won't stop you from stopping in this town.
No, it's a suicide mission.
Trying to fight him. I don't know. Is people up for that? I mean, last I heard, someone in this group decided that they wanted to try to fight death, and that was a suicide mission. So,
I mean, I'm down with fighting the zombie horde if people want to.
I don't know. Let's see. So, Tristan's majority rules. We got one for zombie horde. We got one for suicide. We got one saying it's a suicide. So we got one yes, one no, one meh. Effectively, fighting a zombie horde is just an XP run.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at it as, but I mean...
It sounds like the tables have turned.
Do I want free loot? Do I want free loot money? Do I want free loot money and magical items? Nah, fuck that. Do I want XP against an army I probably can't beat? Hell yeah, let's go for it.
Oh, the player wanted it. It's just, it was like, she straight up said, I keep on going. It's like, yeah, but land though, I keep on going. It's like, oh, well, shit, okay.
All Nyx has to do is ask. There is nothing she would tell him no to.
I thought we as the group did.
Did you guys?
Yeah, everybody was like, "Let's keep going." Well, there were 4 people.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
There were 4 people. 2 people said, "Let's keep going." 1 person said, "I'll go with majority rules," and the other person said, "I want to stay." And since it was 2 against 1, then the 4th person voted to go with the 2.
I believe the initial line was, weren't we supposed to stop here to do some stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing, and she was like, "I keep going," and
Right.
then Rayon was like, "Yeah, let's just keep going," and you were like, "But I want to stop," and she was like, "I keep going," and so I was like, "Okay." And about saying Nayland didn't open his mouth because Nayland was like, "Whatever." So Nayland said, "Whatever." Rayon wanted to continue going, and Tatsuka wanted to keep going. So it was one yes, and by default three no's.
Oh, no, I get it. If the map wasn't gone, I'd probably be more heavily considered turning back. But at this point, there's no point. So
Yeah.
Right. So passing this to
well, you've kind of established that again. It is a suicide mission.
Suka's all about suicide missions.
so that's one yes, one no.
Well, two no's if you count Evan.
Yeah, Evan doesn't want to do this.
Matt stepped away to go feed the dog.
Okay. So I guess that leaves Khalid if he. No, so that leaves Khalid / Greg if he's still here. If he wants to go on a suicide run.
Is suicide run the quick path? Or?
No, it's not a quick path. It's just like you're on the river. You're passing by a city. It is completely ablaze, on fire, overrun effectively by like from. I'm about to say the best way I can put it is like pretty much the White Walker army pretty much invaded this place, and you can see them tearing people to shreds.
As much as I would easily be able to probably find some things, anybody with sense probably would have already left already.
Okay, so which case you guys being on the boat. Well, I'll say you guys staying on the boat. There, he's going to tell you. He was like, well, that went south fast. As you guys are passing by the town, he was like, nothing had happened here when I left. He was like, nothing had happened here when I left a couple of days ago. I used to like that place.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to survive this, or find something that isn't quite overrun.
Okay.
Overran?
Which, as you guys are traveling, you will make it to Vlosky. I'll say you'll make it to Vlosky. I'll say Nayland will recognize this place on the map. There is no place.
Big surprise.
Oh, it's just gone? Oh shit, well.
It is effectively gone. There is a crater here now. There appears to be some sort of a crater, and at the center of the crater there seems to be a hole. So there seems to be a hole that mist is pouring out of.
Like the mist, or just mist?
The mist.
Is that how that works?
Not usually.
It doesn't seem to be pouring out of it out into the land. It's just kind of like a fog that seems to be near the center of this massive, roughly about 2 mile wide crater.
Oh. Well, there's definitely nothing to recover here.
The farther you get in, the more desolation you notice. You also are no longer seeing any living people as you continue in them. You do, however, see hordes upon hordes of undead making their way across land towards, am I saying, the same direction that you're going. They don't seem to be paying you any mind. They don't even seem to care about the fact that you're on the river. They just seem to be making their way to the capital.
Good thing we have Octopus Suka rowing everything. We get the places quick.
You have effectively been traveling for roughly, at this point, about 4 days.
Oh, damn. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm in a position to really work any of my craft stuff, so...
Is there anything you guys want to do on this boat as you are basically just riding down the river?
I would want to craft things, but again, I'm not really in a suitable position to do so. I'll say if Suka's up for it, give a more proper introduction between Suka and my peeps, though she's kind of rowing the boat, and thus that...
Yeah, Suka would have just continued to row the boat. She would have just been like, it's full of fog.
How long does your transformation last?
2 hours per class level.
So you would have had to transform. You would have had to transform like
16 hours.
roughly about once a day.
Yeah.
Alright. As you are, heading through, he does seem to be having you do run into a couple of issues with the river, where he seems, as he is piloting the boat, you do see him kind of freak out at a couple of points, where he has to hurry up and kind of guide and direct you to steer you a different path, where a couple of times you almost seem to go off of what looks to be a waterfall, where what he tells you there was no waterfall there. You find out it is actually a part of the land that has been blown off. And the river has, the landscape seems to have been reforged, and a new pathway of the river has kind of been carved out instead, unnaturally. So you do find yourself taking a handful of other paths, but it doesn't delineate you from the full path totally. As you find yourself, as you and your crew find yourself making your way ever closer, in the distance, you can see what looks to be this massive dark spire that has arcane energy swirling around the top of it, striking down into what looks to be this nightmarish necropolis. You can, for Nayland and for Tatsuki, you can feel the necrotic energy surging from this city, as you can see hordes upon hordes of undead heading into the city, almost like armies that are heading into the city. you will also see the buildings rumbling. You will see in the distance buildings rumbling, shaking, and you can feel the ground around you rumbling and shaking. As looking out, you can see buildings falling over from where the lightning is striking. It seems as if it is striking at something that is making its way towards the spire. You will hear a massive roar and more destruction as whatever is making its way. So whatever is making its way towards this fire is causing a serious amount of damage. You cannot make it out from this distance, but you do see one figure. You do see one lone, small speck of an image in the distance, floating through the city, heading towards this fire as well. Nowhere near as fast, though. And as your boat starts making its way towards the capital city of Ilaluk, there is the river does go directly through the city, so you will have the option of hopping off of the boat and going into the city to see what the hell is going on, or you can stay on the boat and continue on to it. So we will figure that out. We'll figure that out next time.
This was the capital city, yeah?
Yep.
Probably has some good stuff in it.
Not if it's currently under siege, but yeah.
Oh, what does it being under siege have to do with items, city-wide suddenly non-existent?
Any good items are probably used to get the people out of the city or taken by Doofus.
I'll say this is the capital city of the Dark Lord. It's currently under siege. It's currently under siege, and it seems to have thousands and thousands of undead creatures of various sorts trying to gradually make their way into the city. I'll say the only person who's familiar with this place would be Naylan, and he can make a safe bet that these undead that are making their way to the city is the army of Azalin Rex. And more than likely, he has recalled his troops because he has recalled his troops to deal with this threat.
Fun times. Well, let's make it to it then. I shall get going. Thank you. It's fun. Catch y'all later.
Yeah.
Hi.
Night, y'all.
Night.
Right.
Right.